right.
Like, they are
How do you
set.
change your dice again?
You go up to
So,
collection, and then it should be like the bottom sixth
Oh,
one.
I
This is
see
just
it.
my dice.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I do have my Call of Corrupted dice on.
oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, no, they're cool. They make them, if you get a nat 20 on them, they make like this growling, like
Ooh.
bestial sound. It's pretty cool.
That sounds sick. Let me see.
Mine just turns
Because
into
I
a
have a new
treasure
one right
chest or
now,
a
right?
mimic, depending on how I do.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Like, if I get a nat 20, it's like, look, you found gold. If I get a nat 1, it's like,
That is pretty sick.
Ooh, I didn't know I had Aurora Borealis dice.
They give you, like, free
Yeah!
dice every so
Hello?
often.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't know who I'm using that one for.
Rory Borealis.
Hmm?
I was gonna go on with the.
He was making a 40k reference, I think.
I thought it was Simpsons.
No, not 40k. Steam Hams. You know that meme.
Yeah, Simpsons. Man, my Dice of True Color one was the one that they gave us during Pride, like last year.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if you roll a 20, like fucking rainbows and shit, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
But ooh. And then my other go-to is the Terras dice set. That's the one I use for Ray. It is doing wonders for him, surprisingly. I tried a different one and it was like, okay, this is not working.
I think that's cool. You assign different dice to different characters.
Sometimes it just works better that way.
Mm-hmm. Like when we were doing Bun's campaign, the evil one, like I had Vecna's die for Tikal. And like if I used any other die,
It just did not work.
fucking Tikal would roll shit.
Would never get above a 10.
Absolute garbage. And it was like, you bug person. The fuck?
Like, why are you doing this?
Like,
Do you
why
like
are you
it?
this
They're a
way?
bug.
Like, why are you the way that you are? And you know, they're the way that they are because they just are. I feel like they would be that way.
Fair.
Oh, you chose the
Tikal
bug.
strikes me. Mm-hmm. Tikal strikes me as definitely that person that's like, no, I want all my things exactly the way I want it, or else fuck you. And it's like they would be the complaining about having only one Rolex. They strike me as that person too. That being said, kind of miss playing that character just a bit. Just a little.
You had
You
fun
ever
with
thought
it
about
again.
bringing them back in some way, shape, or form?
I don't know what I'd bring them back for, because like they're not a good person. So like they couldn't be in a regular campaign because they
I
would
mean, they
absolutely
could. You would just be the
no
chaos one.
no they would be that person, like that player meme where like they're the annoying one that's like murder hobo
The
and
problem
just
player
off track.
meme,
Yeah, like they're just putting everything off track and they're like, that's how my player would be. That's Takal. Takal is definitely that one where it's just like, yeah, no, like this person, I'm sacrificing them. But why? Because fuck them. That's why.
Because I
That
need
would,
their bones.
yeah, and like it wouldn't work for like just a regular campaign. It would do fine for like an evil campaign, or even like a
Semi-neutral
kind
campaign.
of yeah, like an anti-hero sort of deal. Like it would kind of work for that because like they can get away with being more like murder hobo-y, but
That's why, like, Aaron is kind of like sitting. Is that one type of character that sits in the middle? Like, she can go either way easily.
True. Yeah, we were asked for an evil character. I made an evil character, and now I can't use the evil character.
Yeah, Tikal was just aura farm too hard. It wouldn't work in a regular.
No.
He would work if he was secretly the villain of the group.
That would require so much extra work. Because, I mean, they could play this for a bit, but, like, even after a while, like, hell, even in your campaign, like, Tikal was like, cool, I'm stealing all this shit. Fucking, I've converted so many people already in my own religion. I'm just stealing corpses now.
Did he attack Callie again?
No. He was just being a little shit.
Wouldn't it-
Was she?
Goes in tight?
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Alright. Do we want to give Kid a quick rundown of what happened in the last, like, 3 sessions?
Sure.
I will
What do you
handle
remember?
that when I get back. I'm gonna go get some
Okay.
water. This will be the last little bit before we get started. So if anybody's not streaming already, get that up. I'm gonna go to get some water before we start. Now's the time. And yeah, when I get back, I'll do a recap.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
Uh, should I? Do I want to draw? No, Bun. I want Bun. There she is. There you are. I should actually probably work on that Orsic drawing. I've been coloring in so slowly. So slowly. Ooh. Okay. So like I listened to this one podcast group called Full and Scholar, right? And they have a lot of like really good like their whole thing is they're really into like sound design. And I want to listen to some of their like new series. And even like their older series, but like I always have just one headphone in at work. And like I feel like I wouldn't get the full experience if I just do that. Kind of sucks, but yeah, they dropped a new episode today, and I'm just like, I wanna listen. I'm really behind. No, I don't want to go live. Go. No, I don't know what is up with there's like a new overlay or something that Krita has, or like Discord has. So anytime I open up Krita, it's like, oh, do you want to stream Discord to your friends? Like, no, not really. And then
Like
like it'll pull up somebody, like, because it thinks Krita's a game. So it'll pull up somebody, be like, ask them if they want to play. And it's like, A, I barely know that person, and B, no.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, no, I don't want to do this.
Like, I don't want to fucking do that. They're drawing. I'm drawing. I don't want, like, again, I don't really know them like that. I won't be doing all that. But no, it's like a new update that they have. It's very annoying.
Yeah. It's like, stop assuming shit. I don't want to do that.
I don't want it. This goes back here. This goes here. Bam, bam, bam. Do, 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 do. Oh, I should pick a new color for when South of Midnight comes out. So my ring light's been rocking this blue and green because I was playing that pirate game. And it's
Mhm.
like that makes sense. But I'm gonna be playing South of Midnight as like my next big game, so
Mhm.
I need a new color.
I have heard good things, so you're
I'm
gonna enjoy
so
that game.
excited. I am so excited. I've been looking forward to it for like the last half year, I think. And like I'm so glad that it's on Game Pass. Cause like yeah, I was like ready to buy it, but like the fact that it's free, it's just like oh yes.
Mhm.
Mm,
That's always best when you find it on Game Pass and you're like, I don't have to shell out $50 to play this? Fuck yeah.
Yep. That's the
yeah.
best part. It's like I get to just try this game, and if I don't
Sorry,
like it,
sorry. For a second, I thought you said fart.
I don't know where that would come into play, but alright.
You said best Bart, and I was like, I misread
Ah.
it as like best fart.
Gotcha. But yeah, no. Like that is like we were talking about that when I was hanging out with Moo and Mel because like I was telling them how South of Midnight's free, and we started talking about just like how you can get a lot of like really good shit like on Game Pass for free, and like it's great if you're a
Yes.
variety streamer. It's like there's so many just like good games and like AAA games and even like indie games on there.
That's true.
yeah,
That's
they
true.
got
Like
a.
I haven't
Oh,
had it.
oh, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
Oh no, it was just yeah, it's like just a lot of games I haven't had to pay for, which was really nice.
Isn't that where you played Life of P?
Or Eliza P.
Yeah, that one.
Say they took it off Game Pass, but yeah, like
Oh, it's not on
I
there.
could have finished it.
She just got
Yeah,
really hella sidetracked.
I got so sidetracked. I stopped playing it and then forgot it was a thing until they announced the DLC. And like I went back to Game Pass, like, oh, I should finish this, and it
Leaving
doesn't come
soon.
out. Yeah, I was like literally like, oh, leaving next week. I was like, well, like I need to try and speed run this, which I don't think I want to do, or I could just buy this at a
Speedrun what?
later time. Hmm.
Speedrun what?
Oh, Liza P. I
Oh
was
damn!
so far
I
behind
thought that's
though.
what you were talking about, but I was like, I don't want to assume.
No, we were talking about Game Pass and like, yeah, how I just completely fucking forgot that Liza P was on there until like a week before they took it off.
That is pretty funny.
It be that way, but nah, I'll probably just buy it in the future. Maybe when the DLC comes out, or like maybe a month or something before the DLC comes out. We'll see. There's a lot of games I want this year.
Yeah, dude. Games are looking pretty lit this year.
Yeah. I was showing Em my wish list.
Oh shit!
Oh, look at this one. Look at this. Yeah. There's a lot of like really neat ones I want to play, and then there's a lot of
Yeah, like
goofy
when
ones.
Night Rain drops, I might disappear again. That shit's gonna be great.
Mm. That's
Unless
one
of
of
course
them.
y'all also get Night Rain, and in which case squad up, squad up.
Well, I maybe we'll see how much it is.
$40.
Yep.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Night Rain is day 1.
Oh yo, we gotta squad up.
Yeah, no, for real, we do.
When's it come
We
out?
do.
May
In
30th.
May.
In May.
Like the end of May, I believe.
End of May. We'll see, because like I want to. It's like my next goal is to get first Berserker Kazan, because I've been dying to fucking play that game.
Dude, I've seen so many people play that, and low key when it goes on
It's
sale, I'm a
oh,
cop.
yeah, and it's so fucking cool. Like I'm dying not being able to play it. I'm playing everything else just to cope. But yeah, that is my goal to get next, and then I kind of want to pick up the Devil May Cry series because it's super cheap right now.
Well, that's fair.
It's so cheap right now. Like I can get the whole fucking
There were
Trilogy
like
or something.
there's one really good game in there.
yeah.
Uh,
I've never played any of them, so I'm just like,
Chat, for those who
Ooh.
don't know, I am a super DMC fan. The first one aged like shit, and the second one sucks.
oh no.
The third one, though, third one's great. Third one's amazing.
I was gonna say, was it the third one?
The third one is like phenomenal.
Everybody loves the third one.
I haven't
Fourth
played
one was
any of
very
them,
much
so
a
I wanna-
disappointment, I guess.
No,
Really?
the fourth
I
one was
love the
fantastic.
fourth one.
Was it
Yeah,
the- Was it
That's my
fourth one?
favorite one.
the fourth one's great. The only bad part about the fourth one is when you have to play back the enemies as Dante.
Yeah, that was ass.
And it's like that's just boring at that point because it's like we're just doing everything in reverse until you get to the end of the game and then you get new shit as Dante and then it's like, oh fuck, that's fun.
Gotcha.
Like the big statuesque bosses at the end. It's like that's sick. But yeah, playing as Nero in the first half of the game is phenomenal. Like,
Okay, yeah.
and Johnny Bosch killed that role. So
Yep.
That was fair.
But yeah, never played any of them, so I would like to experience that. Feel like that'd be fun. That'd be a good time.
Yeah.
Again, just
Definitely.
remember, if it doesn't feel like you want to play through it, the next one should be better.
unless you start with the first game,
2 sucks. Like
2
really
is
bad.
ass.
Oh no.
Just power through 2 is what I hear.
That is what I'm hearing.
No, just don't play it.
Does it have any
That's what you're
relevance?
hearing, really. That's what you're really hearing right there. Just you good without it.
Yeah, just don't
Two
play
is
it.
number. Two is
gonna
number
say-
two.
If you get invested in the story, just watch a YouTube
Watch someone else
video
play
on
it.
it.
100% dude, because like
Oh no.
Just
knowing
watch all the
you're gonna
cutscenes from
rage.
2.
I'm gonna rage.
I mean,
fuck.
yeah,
You're
the
gonna
Like,
rage,
cutscenes.
dude. Like, because 2 is so stupid in what it's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's a way to play it that's optimal, and it's just the most boring shit ever
Oh
in a
no.
game where optimization shouldn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like DMC prides itself on gameplay over optimization because it's like everything basically does the same amount of damage. It's just combo oriented,
Yeah.
and combos were fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
DMC 2 threw the shit out the water.
Oh no.
It was like there is one absolute best way to play this game, and it sucks.
Oh no.
Dante's got 2 guns, and that's the only weapon you need in the whole game.
That's boring.
That's why it sucks. It's like even the speed run
Yeah.
for this game is ass.
Oh no.
It's like he's
And
got
how
guns
long?
and swords and other things and just random bullshittery.
Yeah, like how long is the second one?
The speed run's like 10 hours, so the
Oh,
game's like
fuck
20.
that.
Too long.
Not even the fact that it's like 20. Like if you're doing that for like 20
It's like
hours, it's like
it's something
eh.
like that. But the music for 3 is amazing.
I do remember the music for 3.
It's got like the most famous song from there before DMC5, which was
Mhm.
Devil Never Cry.
Mhm.
Great. And then they decided to drop Bury the Light and Devil Trigger in DMC5, which, you know, is just earworms. Like, how dare you?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're right.
Shit, I'm gonna play DMC5 later now. Fuck.
I
DM
haven't
me.
played. That's the
Ugh.
only one I haven't played yet.
I mean, it's
Oh,
on
did you play the
sale.
remake?
Hmm?
Did you play the remake?
Like DMC Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
No, no. No.
No, fair,
No.
fair.
I think that's the
I
one I thought
don't.
was
I
4.
just. That's
Yeah,
just.
no, that one is bad.
Yeah, Teenage
It's
Dante
fun.
was the one I was talking about. The one where they took his hair color away.
That one was after 4 because they wanted to reboot it, and then it sucked, and then they dropped 5.
Gotcha.
Learning so much today.
Oh, dude, no, yeah. Like, I've also heard disappointing news that apparently the anime is mid as fuck.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I think that's why they're doing the sale right
Mhm.
now. Like it's to promote the anime.
Probably.
But like
Which
everyone on
smart
Twitter
idea.
has been hardcore bitching about it, and I'm just like,
It is 100% because like I'm scrolling down the thing.
Mhm.
The anime trailer is the third thing you see on this.
Neat.
Yeah, it just looks like incredibly You know what I'm saying? Like it looks okay.
I've seen clips here and there, and yeah, like people are comparing it like to the game. I'm just like, oh,
I mean, when you make something after a media that's already there, you kind of need to be on point, or you need to be able to come up with a whole new backstory that will not relate it to the old stuff, but still give it a new life. That's the only way this works. You either stick to script or go way off character so that they can't compare the two.
they were aiming for the second of what everyone is saying on Twitter is right. No, people are not jamming with it.
So they
Or
didn't do
either
it
they
right.
are, yeah, they either are jamming with it and they're like, oh wow, yeah, no, this is actually pretty good. Or, they're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this shit?
What the fuck is this? And then they'll show clips from like the game. And that's how I've been learning things.
That's
Like
funny.
I learned about a meme where like they modded like a chair that like Virgil was sitting in, and people thought it was like just in the game because everyone was using that mod.
Lamau?
And then like it gets referenced outside of like that scene. Oh well, it gets referenced like IRL. They're like, oh look, it's Virgil's chair. And then some memes made sense. But yeah. I'm debating on it, but absolutely do want to pick up First Berserker. And I'm probably gonna get the one that's got the art book because I like the art. It's
Oh, then you like the
very
DNF
cool.
series?
Hmm?
Apparently, the Berserker is a part of a wider universe known as the DNF universe.
Yeah, that
Dungeon
fighting
Fighter
game.
Online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play the fighting game though.
Oh no, I'm
I
just saying you would like the art. That's all I was saying.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've seen stuff from the art, or from the art from the franchise.
I was gonna say I don't recommend anybody playing that fighting game right now.
Yeah, what
Mhm.
happened to DNF Duel? It was like really hot when it first came out, and then it just wasn't anymore.
There was when a character dropped, I believe DLC character dropped. I believe it was like just this year. The next patch after that was ass. Like it didn't. I mean, it shifted the meta in a way that like she was busted and everybody else was ass.
Oh no.
Damn.
So they made it pay to win essentially, and then they just stopped supporting the game entirely.
Damn. Y'all. Yeah, they were out. They were just like, yeah, you know what?
They just kind of packed up
God,
the shit and left. It was crazy.
I hate pay to win shit.
Yeah, same.
It's an old EU style MMO mindset. But anyways, we've
Yes.
I glazed DMZ enough. My apologies.
You're good.
But I believe the last time we've had Zed here was the bridge, right?
I think so.
Or was
yeah.
it even before that where like
Zed, do
we
you
just
remember
got to the
crossing
bridge?
a bridge and almost watching Marcus fall to his death?
Yes, I do remember that.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So you remember when we met
Not
points to anybody
Alucard.
who wants to remember.
Oh, what, Raphael?
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, you remember when we met Raphael.
Kind of. I want to
All
say I
Chill.
We'll briefly tackle that at the end. So, last time you were here was the Rinky Dink Bridge, right? Was the old dilapidated bridge that you all had to go in pairs, otherwise this shit would collapse.
yes.
And as Orsic and Marcus were the last two to travel across this bridge, there was a sudden gust of wind, enough to shake and rattle the bridge, enough so that it turned the bridge on its side, almost causing the two to fall. However, suddenly the bridge stopped as if frozen, and a tall elven figure appeared and helped those two across the bridge. And then kind of the bridge reset itself afterwards. This was Raphael. He does kind of look like Alucard in the sense of like he's very tall, very pale, but he has kind of brown curls, very long hair. Afterwards, the party then discusses not only their plans, but then what they should do next with I almost said with Alucard, with Raphael. He kind of proves to be a trusting guide as he answers every question they ask, almost to a eerie accuracy, and reveals that there was way more vampire spawn than you had ever planned to deal with.
Which we won't be dealing with, hopefully.
The number specifically was over 1,000.
Jeez.
But Raphael has specifically been helping those who are able to escape. Any thralls that get out that have reclaimed their mind somehow, Raphael has taken in and is helping them. So then the big question becomes, if he's handling the vampire spawn, then this should be fine. Well, he also then informed the party he's going to go kill his dad, the vampire lord. Which the party
Understandable.
turned
I
around and
understand.
said, "Oh, dead ass, can we help?"
Lord.
And he went no.
He said, "You might get in the way. So, in case things go south, there is a separate way." He gave the party two options, either above or below. The party chose below, which, looking at what's happened with the dice rolls, was the smarter option in hindsight.
Okay.
That's good at least.
As he would say that the party has descended upon the basement, they went lower than the basement and ended up in the sewer. Of course, the party didn't know that. They just went into the first opening that they saw. So, as they went into the sewers, explored as such, Spud was having a rough time. He's got some noses on him,
Mm-hmm.
Spud was having a rough time. And as you explored, they came across several doors with passwords on them. They also met a rat-like humanoid. We playfully called him Master Splinter.
Of course, I was just thinking that, so that's great.
We all made the
Yeah, but
connection.
this is like the highly intelligent yet crack cocaine looking Splinter.
Yeah, this is the Splinter that watched all of his boys die, Splinter.
Yes.
Oh no.
He looks like this. Here's recontextualized picture representative. It's in the chat real quick. Boom. Master Splinter.
Man.
Afterwards, when Marcus and Grandpa couldn't get through some of the doors to the passwords, they all decided to have a conversation with him. He had sent out his rats, almost believing that he was not in a sewer underneath the castle for some reason. And then, during their conversation, a big booming sound came from above, almost as if a magical explosion had gone off. So much so that it rattled and shook even down here in the sewers. And he bolted off. Like all four started sprinting. The party then gave chase. However, he's very agile, given he's, quadrupedic at this point.
Right.
And the party is doing their absolute damnedest to keep up with him, so much so that they follow him to where he kind of escapes through a air ventilation system. The party gets in that. However, Orsic has his qualms with it because it doesn't look sturdy.
Mhm.
And his point later gets proven during that, as while they're in the ventilation system, another boom goes off. Enough that some of the ventilation system begins to crash around them. And where they were originally following him becomes almost unattainable. In case that wasn't clear to you all before, yeah, the path that he went up. You guys did not decide to go that way. You went forward.
That makes sense.
Yes, so the path that went up was no longer available after the boom, so you had to go forward, essentially. Afterwards, they found themselves in the current situation that they're in now, where they're in this little map area. I'll pause the picture again, don't worry.
Hold on, we don't gotta do that because we got.
No, we're not in the water situation.
I know,
Because especially if, because we're gonna go because of what's gonna possibly happen in the session.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody is in this top right corner of the room right now, and they've been arguing here for 2 hours while Spud's been exploring.
Damn. So where's Spot at?
Spud's back
Spud,
with us now.
He's currently a bird, and he's been kind of flying around, and currently is in the room right below the watered one, where there's like these cages, the people inside. You had landed with everybody else outside of the ventilation system, and while the group was arguing, had made your way across because given the items you have on you, specifically the cloak with the manta ray. But while everybody was arguing, you also made a very distinct notion to be quiet, to be sneaky. As you, being the animal expert and the marine biologist at this point, saw something in the water that you did not want to fuck with. You warned the party. The party heeds your warning and attempts to do the same. Storm being the first, as she pretty much attempts to do the same thing you did, just to a slightly lesser fashion, because she doesn't have, your swimming speed. So she had to, put a little more oomph in the swim. She also makes it across as you help her out. Orsic was then the next to go. And as Orsic descended into the water, pushed, he either didn't push enough or started to roll. Something happened, and he made efforts to keep going forward without knowing how to swim,
Oh.
causing these loud splashes to kind of start going off. And as he's, trying to not only keep his head above, but trying to keep pushing forward, he feels something slippery braze against his foot. As that's where we're starting for today. So, Ors, you have felt something graze against your foot.
Freaking out. Don't like
You are
it.
freaking out currently. It is at this point in time, I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Listening.
So, how good do you think Orsic can hold his breath?
Can hold his breath.
How
have
well do
zero
you think
expenses
Orsic can hold his breath?
managed.
Probably so. Like, I don't see him like. Yeah, I don't see him like, like, oh yeah, I can hold my breath for like really, really long time, but I also don't see him like, having like weak lungs or anything.
No, yeah, I
You
agree.
know
I
what I mean?
don't. I also don't see him as the kind of guy who has weak lungs.
Yeah, but I also don't see him as like, like having insane breath control.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know, like pretty middle of the roadish.
Cool.
Like he
All
can
right, so
hold
if
his
you want to
breath
say
for a
middle of
decent
the
amount of time.
road, let's see middle of the road. We're gonna say it's gonna be roughly around. What do you think is fair? Like a minute?
Wait, how long? Well, that's
A
cool.
minute's fairly
How long
decent.
can the average person? Yeah.
I would
The
say
average
no
person, I
more
think, is
than.
like less than a minute. I think, honestly.
Yeah, I
Oh my
think
god,
record
that's
breaking is
hold
is like 5 minutes or something like that.
No, on Google I typed in how long does the average, and like the first thing was like marriage last, and it's like, oh, y'all need help.
Oh shit!
They're not wrong though.
Like, yeah, y'all need some get
Hey
that AI
man,
shit out of my face.
you know marriage
Average
is a leading cause of
person
divorce.
Yes, yes I do.
30 to
Damn. All
90
right, relax,
seconds.
mother.
It's like, I mean, she would know out of us.
Yo, chill.
It's okay. I'm in a better place now.
I
She's in a much
believe and
better
I'm
place.
happy for you.
We can joke about it.
Am I getting watch human ads? I hate it here.
Oh no!
They're trying so hard to like
Bring us
bring
back.
people to play. Yeah. Because they're
Yeah,
like,
because
look,
they're launching
now
the
the
mobile games,
servers.
these fuckers.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
they're like, the servers don't get deleted now. And it's like, tempting. We have Pokemon battles. Ooh.
Less tempting.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can
have to
like
battle
fight
your
your deviants against other people now.
Oh,
It's
Lamau.
literally Pokemon. It's pretty funny.
Yes.
But
Anyways, breath holding.
yeah. So average person's like 30 to 90 seconds, so
Minute and a half.
We'll say a minute then, and like meet in the middle.
yeah.
Like a minute's
Sounds
good.
good.
Cool. So you're gonna roll me a d10 real quick, right? Because you're in a
D10.
panic state, depending on how this die rolls, will change
Mhm.
some things. Cool.
Oof. Alright. Rolling. What's an 8?
Rolling.
Oh.
All right,
Oh.
cool. So an 8 is how long now you can hold your breath per round. So it goes from a minute to roughly 48 seconds. Okay?
Okay.
Which means 8 rounds of combat if we're measuring it by those terms.
Still
Okay.
okay.
Because I assume you guys are going to try to swing on whatever's under here to the best of your ability.
To the best of our ability.
Please don't let me drown.
Will
It
not.
was just silence.
We are going to do a mechanic.
Well, if
This
you
is what this
do
mechanic
end
is
up
for.
drowning, I can bring you back.
I am going to do we're going to do our best not to drown, but again, this is season 2, you've gotten your warnings.
Mhm.
So, first and foremost, you are going to make no, you know what? Here's what we'll do first. You feel that the slippery thing that grabbed your foot attempts to wrap around you.
Oh.
What do you
Uh-huh.
do? Are you going to try to turtle, like try to like cuddle, curl up in a ball? Like what are you trying to do here?
So like it's like trying to grab around like what like around his
Your ankle.
okay, so just trying to wrap around his ankle.
Yes.
Probably gonna just kick at it with his other foot.
Cool. So you're going to try to kick at it.
Hmm.
It's a lot harder than I think. So what we're gonna do, unarmed strike
Okay.
with disadvantage.
Oh boy. Okay, horse. Go.
Damn.
Okay. There's one. Because it didn't want to do disadvantage for some reason. Fuck! Okay, how
15's
much a
not
15 get me?
worse.
15 is it's not the worst. It's not the worst at all. You hit something.
Okay.
You hit something. It's rubbery. What you hit is it's difficult to explain underwater when you hit something, right? Because like there's this obviously, the water's all around you and the force you're trying to push behind it gets diminished significantly.
Mhm.
You feel this tendril grip itself around your foot. As now we're gonna make you would have okay, so I know you naturally get advantage on athletics checks, right?
Um. Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to see if there's a thing. There's a caveat for it.
Is it like while you're raging specifically, or
No,
wait? No,
I
I
just
don't
get
think
it.
it is. Cool.
No,
So
I just get it. 'Cause, yeah, it's my
I believe
dex
this would be a
save.
this would be a situation
Mhm.
where you normally would be at super disadvantage because you're in the water, which we've
Mhm.
discussed. Orsic don't like, and
Yeah.
you are about to get yanked.
Mhm.
So roll me we're gonna contest an athletic check,
Okay.
and you roll me with disadvantage.
Okay. Roll it. Oh, fuck. Okay.
It is not Orsic's day. So party
No.
as you see Orsic struggling, trying to get into some way closer enough for you all to help. You see that he is suddenly yanked underwater.
Oh boy.
Orsic, as you are dragged underwater, you see that the walls kind of go down another, or at least you go down like another 5 feet, like immediately.
Okay.
But what you see is that the walls continue to go down, like in the same formations and the same. It feels like into a swimming pool, where like the same things, like it's still like idealized or in this case marbleized rock consistently going down.
Mhm.
As you then turn to look at the perpetrator, what you see kind of scares you,
Oh.
kind of shocks you a little.
Uh-huh.
Orsic, you see you
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh no.
pulling yourself underwater.
What the fuck? Okay.
What do you do? As this will count as round one of things you can do.
Oh
I'm not
boy.
going to actually time you for 48 seconds, but we're just saying like each action will take like 6 seconds or something. Okay?
Okay. Fuck. Pretty shocked. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. Do I still have like all my stuff on me?
Yes. Chat, this is a friendly reminder that you do not recognize bodies in the water.
That we don't do what in the water?
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Oh. Neat. I mean, I guess I could try and like dab at it with my javelin. I don't imagine he's gonna get a lot of force with the primal shredder, but sharp stick might help.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit it with my javelin, or like stab at it.
Okay. So javelins, bag of holding, da da da. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in a very not comfortable situation, so
God damn it. Okay.
does not work.
Fuck.
All right.
Okay.
Here's what we'll do. Party.
Mhm.
Or stick just one underground or underwater. What do you guys want to do?
I want to jump in and say more sick
I
because
was
I
gonna
can
say
swim.
first
So
instinct is to
Zed's
just
diving
jump.
Storm is also I assume Storm would dive in as well. So Storm and Zed are also are diving in. Marcus, what do you want to do?
Let's see. I want to think about. Is there anything that can? I do have my ring of swimming, so
You have that, and you argued for 20 minutes about not wanting to go in the water.
the situation has changed.
The situation was never changed. We always wanted to go through this somehow safely.
Yeah, the situation has changed because it's attacking Orsic.
See, bringing up that you had a ring of swimming would have been helpful in knowing that I didn't have to worry about you drowning.
See, the DM remembered he had this and shut up.
I'm not blaming the DM.
The DM was like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure Marcus has something that can allow him to swim underwater."
All right, I'm putting it on. I'm going in.
All right, party members. Because you aren't in a panic state, everybody roll me a d10.
D10.
That isn't Orsic.
Yeah.
It's a D100.
Yeah, 3.
Big deal. All right, I will believe you. All right, cool. So you will all get additional time. So Storm is apparently fucking aquatic. She gets a whole extra minute. Zed will get up to 90 seconds. We'll say like roughly 90 seconds, like 96 more specifically. Marcus, you said you get 3. You get 18 extra seconds. So just 3 more rounds. So I will keep track of the rounds. Don't worry. I will warn you ahead of time if I think you do not have ample time to do the things you're doing. And we'll go from there, okay?
Sounds good.
Bet. Cool. So, everybody diving in. Zed, before diving in, you will see a murky figure. Are you going to avoid that while diving in, or are you going to try to warn your party before diving in, or like what do you want to do?
I'm gonna warn the party.
Okay,
Let everybody
so
stay on there.
yeah, so you guys will not jump in immediately as Warsick is like getting pulled under and starting to a fight. It'll be the round after. Okay. So as Zed warns you all dive in trying to attempt to help your friend. Orsick, you will see that the figure takes one of your javelins and attempts to attack you.
Motherfucker. Okay.
He's having just as shit as luck as you are, though.
Good.
He rolled a 2.
Great.
Party, as you dive down there, you see Orsick and another Orsick fighting, stabbing at each other.
Which is the real Dorsic?
Well, that's the thing. You got to find out. As you've attempted to dive away from the murky figure, some things are a bit more difficult to see given where you were positioned. And Storm, you specifically feel there's something that as you dove, we're gonna say you like did like the fucking swan dive too, right? Where you're like, psh, as you readjust yourself, right? Something wraps onto your hands. With you, it doesn't feel slippery. It's more tethery, right? It feels like string almost. It's like something's binding to you.
Mm-hmm.
As you turn, you see there's a storm holding your hand, giving you an eerie smile as chat. You don't recognize the bodies in the water. Zed, you successfully avoided the murky. This as you warned your party members. However, Marcus, diving in water is never easy. Get full plate, right? You go feet first, hold the nose, do your technique. And as you are slowly sinking, something stops you. As if holding you by the top of your armor, right? As you see, you look up and a Marcus is holding you, kind of reaching for your sword with his other hand as he's latched onto the wall next to you.
I
Chat, you're
immediately
not on the
punch.
So, I assume everybody's fight or flight kicks in, and we're gonna roll for initiative, okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So everybody's gonna roll me initiative. I will keep track of how long it takes to do things that you need to do. All right.
Right.
Damn. That was so close.
30-20.
Sweet.
All right. In this situation, Spud probably would do the thing. Spud would unspurred and then probably dive in.
Like, is it
Because
possible for
everybody
him
else is
to
doing it.
unspurred but turn into, like, still maintain morphism, or is
He
it
would
like...
lose wild shape. He doesn't
Okay.
have another one right now.
Okay.
He'd have to chill out for a little bit, get it back, but you don't have that kind of time. So
Yeah.
for now, we'll say that Spud's gonna wait and kind of hold on until you guys get back in. If the situation becomes dire enough, I will have Spud join you. But for right now, we're gonna just have him out there for mainly my sake more than yours. All right. Well, to be fair, you are fighting each other, right? So let's see. Okay, one. Being the DM is fun sometimes. Two. Oh wow, they're rolling like shit. Oh well, sorry, horse.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, I will get your in order, and then we will start from there.
Of nervousness.
That's fun. I can still make my party scared out of their minds right now.
Just a bit.
Oh damn! Wait, yeah, no, you two rolled like fucking incredible. Oh no, it's you, you. Oh, okay. So, if not obvious, the question marks are not you guys.
Gotcha.
All right. I gotta get my sticky notes out for this one. As we keep track of a few things. Cool. Do this. Don't worry, I don't think this fight's gonna be too hard, but you know, everything's gonna be a disadvantage. So good luck. I wish you all the best. You know, I'm rooting for you, even though we're technically fighting. Okay, cool. Now I just need. Okay. I think that's everything. Yep. All right, cool. Thanks. All right, cool. So I've got everybody's timers up. I've got everybody's orders. We got the stats. And we can
Timer.
begin. Okay, Ors, you are going to get stabbed at by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have a stupid high stat. Yeah. So that is a 24. I mean, that hits. I can see it. You take 10 damage as
Okay.
you stab yourself. Oh, at
Ow.
least that's what the party says. And it goes again. Oh, wait, shit. I was supposed to use my dice. My bad. I use your damage dice on my regular. Oh, shit. 6 damage. You take 6 more damage.
Okay.
As it slowly begins pushing down on you. But that is the end of its turn. Go for it, buddy.
Cool. First, fuck this thing. Mad. So rage. um. Shit, I guess we're doing the same thing. Guess we're gonna stab at it.
Well, stabbies. Everything's a disadvantage, friend.
Fuck.
A 17 does hit, though. Beat his ass.
Get him. Where's that?
Okay, 6
Okay, 6
damage.
is still good. Yeah.
6 is still good. That is technically 8 because you are angry.
That's right. That's right. Oh, okay.
There's that high rolling son of a bitch. All right, cool. Go for it.
Okay.
11. Cool. So that's 9
Yeah.
again.
And that is my whole turn.
That's fine because, Orsic, as you angrily scream and actually, you probably lose it. Like it's just 1 round off of you getting angry.
Okay.
Nah, you're fine. We'll just say We'll say you get silent mad, just so you know it's fire. You're not gonna roar like in BD3. You take your javelin and stab through him, and as you kind of graze his side, you notice that they bleed a purplish bluish color. As you go to stab him again, as he's pushing down on you, again another mark, and the same inky blood starts like slowly and steadily leaking out. That is. All right, Orsi, you are almost at half a minute. You're at 36 seconds.
Mm.
Next up is Marcus. Marcus, you're being held by other Marcus, and you said you wanted to swing frame 1.
Yeah, like if only after my sword, I would grab my sword first, and then just go right for the face because of everything else. See how.
All right, cool. So you have Ring of Swimming. We're gonna say you can do it. Grabbing the sword just a free action. It's called an interaction, so you're fine. Item interaction. Swing on him. It is a disadvantage though. Oh, I thought you were punching him.
What? Oh.
Are you grabbing the sword from him?
Keeping the sword from him.
Oh, you have to make a contested athletics check.
Contested athletics check.
And you do have disadvantage because it's underwater. He's using your stats. Alright, so you rolled.
Yeah.
Eccles, you got the 9, I got the 23. You cannot get your sword from his grip. As he's shaking you too. We're not gonna say that's your turn though, so you can still punch him in the face if you want.
Punch. It's still a disadvantage.
Yes. Hey, that's good shit though. That swing. Go for it.
Nice.
I go and try to break his nose.
You can try. See how much damage you do. Wait, no, you do a flat damage, right? It's like 5.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You can go for the schnoz, yeah. Swing, bang. Oh, it's 4 damage, damn. Just oh. All right. Anything else you can do?
Mm. The only bonus actions I have is like either a 2-weapon fighting or spells, which is Thunder Smite, which I can't do because I don't still grappling for my sword.
You do have 2 attacks, so if you want to attack him again, you still have that up.
Yeah. I don't want him to have my sword, so I was trying to see like wound his hand. I don't think I'm gonna get a disadvantage other than that. It's
To be
11.
fair, I would roll it anyways just to see if you get rid of the 1.
What?
I would roll again anyways just to see if you get rid of a 1. See, you get rid of the 1. So now instead of super not failing, you just, or at least not failing right now.
Does
You
that do
miss the
anything?
hand, but he is still wrestling with your sword. So nothing of negative happens here. If that's everything, you are at 72 seconds. All right, we are moving on to Zed. If Zed is in the room with us,
Do
Hmm?
something!
Yep, Zed's you.
Zed, yes, you. Zed, as you look around, you kind of get yourself underwater. You've dodged some murky surface. You notice that all of your friends are fighting themselves. As Orsic seems to be stabbing at himself, and Marcus is punching himself in the face. Storm has yet to interact with her other side. What do you do?
Okay. So I'm going to use Shadow Clone Jutsu and summon 3 uh, mirror images of myself and send each one to my friend.
All right. Mirror image is now next to everybody. To each of you, suddenly Zed's there. To which one specifically, only Zed will know. Because I am not going to, metagame that. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Nah, that's it.
All right, cool. Zed, you are at 90 seconds.
Bet.
Storm,
So,
you seem to be holding your own hand as you gracefully dove in there.
mm-hmm.
Ooh, help.
What you doing?
Um. So, like, do I see, like, I saw, like, the 2 Orsics, obviously, but did I see the 2 Marcuses?
No, you are too.
I'm too enamored with whatever's in front of me.
This is gonna be the most Storm thing.
Uh-huh.
You see yourself, you're like, damn, she hot.
That's fair.
You're just like, oh, hello, beautiful. What do?
What do? Let me see. Just out of curiosity, real quick.
So,
For spells,
uh-huh.
does that work underwater?
Yeah. Well, depending on the spell, obviously, like Scorching Ray would
Yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
weird,
I was
but
only
like
I was mostly asking about like the mechanics of it. So like if it's a verbal spell.
um in this situation, I don't think like some components matter, like a verbal component. I don't
Okay.
like as long as you have like a different component, like a Socratic component or
Like
something.
if it's somatic or whatever.
Yeah. And you have to also then use your focus, right?
Mm-hmm. How far away is everybody else from me? Like, how far in did I dive
I'm
compared to everybody else?
you and Zed dove about the same. However, you dove a lot further than Zed. We'll say you two are within like 5 feet of each other.
Okay.
Ors is 15 feet away from like space wise, but he's slowly going down. He's been dragged down to 10 feet.
Okay.
So diagonally, he's 5 feet from you, or he's 5 feet lower than you, but he's about 15 feet away from you. So that angle is more like 17, 16 feet. It's a weird number. He's really low.
Okay.
He's over there. Marcus is roughly 20 feet away from you.
Okay. I feel like Storm, even though she's like now face to face with herself, like her inner brain is still like, but we're sick. So as much as she wants to like figure out whatever this new version of her is, she still wants to try to make it over to Orsic. So she's gonna try to pull herself along with her to go get Orsic and be like, look, there's
Then
two of us
hit
now. We can
athletics.
go help him.
You're gonna roll in athletics with me, and you are
Oh my
going to roll
God.
with disadvantage.
I roll with disadvantage.
It's like you're gonna
Yes.
throw yourself at the other ors.
12.
Well, well, the DM has not rolled on like shit tonight, Joe. She stops you from like she drags you back as you attempt to go forward.
All right. Let's see how they like this then, since we know we're hand holding and all. I still want to get to my friends, so I'm gonna try inflict wounds. I still roll with disadvantage, right?
Yes, it's a touch spell specifically.
It is. That's why I'm attempting it, because I'm just like, we're hand holding right now. 19?
Ooh, that is great. Yes, that goes through.
Ooh.
That is good damage.
It's like, I need you to let me go. My friend is in trouble.
Oh, this is actually going to be a really funny part. All right, cool. Flavor. What does inflict wounds look like when you use it? Yeah, what does it look like when you use it, Storm?
So inflict wounds is gonna come out looking more like how I see it, it's like what is it called? Give me a second. Words. It's like if Rasengan wasn't just a ball
Uh-huh.
and it's just gonna like wind cut up the whatever is being touched. Like it's just gonna attempt to start eviscerating whatever is there.
All right. Oh, wow, they changed in 2024 to that? That sucks. Oh, they nerfed the hell out of this. trash.
I don't know if I have the 2024 version or if it's the
No.
2023
We are
version.
still doing 2014 stuff. Don't worry about it. Basically, they made it a con save and they knocked the damage down to to 2d10.
Oh no, yeah, no, mine's at a 3d10 right now.
I know, that's why. Like it's supposed to be like I like it better in 2014. I think it's a better spell here. But yeah, as you go to grab your own hand, you interlock your fingers with them. From your palm sprouts these light bluish, almost in this kind of setting, it's almost translucent as the wounds kind of ride their arm. And you can see what Orsic has seen, where these small cuts have left these inky blue droplets start leaking out of it. As anything else you want to do? Bonus actions?
Let me see if I got anything.
What was that? So it was. God damn. Almost max damage. Good shit.
How much time do I have for that one? Okay. Yeah,
Stepping
I'm
in.
just gonna go ahead and secondary summon spirit weapon. And it's gonna just kind of be parallel with me.
Mm-hmm. All right. That is a spirit weapon. Oh, well. Totally forgot that this was here. That's hilarious. Nice. Okay, well, yeah, as the spirit weapon comes to life. I mean, it's an empty space. Nothing really. Yeah, it's right next to you. All right, cool. We will roll that weapon goes after you next turn.
That is fine.
Cool. If that is everything,
That is all I
we
can
will
do.
go to Marcus fighting Marcus. As other Marcus will do the same thing Marcus did to Marcus.
Ah, crap.
That is a headbutt, baby. 4.
Oh, he headbutts me?
That's yep. He
Attempts
headbutts you
to
twice.
hit you.
I don't know. He's if not obvious, they don't have to roll with this event.
Yes.
Shit.
All right, cool. So both of those hit. That is 8 damage in total. I forgot to mention this at the end of your turn, Storm. You are down to 114 seconds.
Got it.
Yep, that's the math. All right. After that, that Marcus is going to end his turn. Storm, yours does something different. It looks at you in a similar way that you initially looked at them. They begin to caress your face as they attempt to kiss you. They will attempt to kiss you.
Oh, well.
How do you react? Will you pull away? Or are you stunned and will not pull away?
I'm probably more flabbergasted. I mean, I would be like, you know what, I would do that shit, but I'd probably be so stunned that it did the same thing that I probably would just
You would
be like, what the fuck?
you just letting it happen. All right, good. I thought so. So, Storm, it leans in and it kisses you, and you can tell that though it is also enjoying the moment, something isn't right here. It'll spend the rest of it. It'll spend the rest of its turn, and every turn after this, trying to lip lock you. Right. So, if you want to break out of this, it'll be beginning your turn. However, your time is being affected, if that makes
Okay.
sense. I will be very transparent about
Okay. Is the time being affected negatively, or will I find that out next round?
it. You will find that out at the end of your next turn.
Okay.
As we go back to Orsic fighting Orsic, as Orsic now sees Orsic and Zed. Oh shit, it's Zed! What is Zed? We don't know if this is the real Zed, because Zed's also over there and over there. However, this
No.
Orsic is going to stab this Orsic. I'm not supposed to be using my dice for this. Orsic gets stabbed. Orsic take damage. Orsic take 4 damage.
Okay.
Orsic stab. It's gonna crit you.
Oh no.
On the bright side, it's very low damage.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, so let's see here. You took a total of, so it's 4 from the first one, and it's gonna be 12 for the second one. So you only take 6 damage. So you take a total of 10 damage this turn. Wow, look at you. So as now it is your turn, Orsic. Do.
Boy, oh boy. Alright, I mean. I guess we're javelin this.
But two boys stabbing each other
Oh, for fuck's sake.
as the second one misses. No! Well, you're weapon bond, so you don't lose your weapon like you normally
Goodness.
would.
You missed a lot of crazy shit. We're all fighting each other. Storm's making out with herself. Zed's got like he fucking like shadow clone jutsu himself all over the place. It's wild. I could stab repeatedly.
Wait, so you guys are fighting each other?
We're fighting
Like,
ourselves
we're
while fighting
we're
each other.
fighting- Whatever's in the water looks like us.
Oh.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Oh man.
Hold on 2 seconds. Let me join in.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry
I got
it took so long, guys. Our factor didn't come in, so we had to figure out what we were doing for dinner tonight.
Okay. So yeah, I know that first one didn't go through. What about the second attack? Did the second attack go through?
I give it to the defenders, dude. But it goes through. That is a 15.
Let's go. Okay.
11
Okay.
damage. Good shit.
Yeah. That's my turn.
That is your turn. You are at half a minute. 30 seconds until the brink of destruction.
Alright, I'm
As
back.
we lean to Marcus. I am.
Hey.
All right, so do you want to recap real quick before Marcus goes?
That would be really nice.
Marcus, think about what
Cool.
you're gonna
So-
do.
Yeah, no worries. So, as Orsic attempted to make his way through, he got dragged underwater. We are doing a couple mechanics that I will explain along the way. So, when we get there, I'll explain. As Orsic is being dragged underwater, he has a moment to react, and though he gets a hit off, he still gets dragged underneath. And as he's there, he encounters the thing that grabbed him looks like himself. And the party had an instant to react. However, Zed attempted to warn everybody about some murky figures in the water. And as everybody dove, it seemed only Zed was the one who dodged any kind of murky figure. As Storm dove in, we're going to give her like the Olympic level like swimmer shit, where she's like whoosh type shit, She dove in. It seemed that the figure of herself caught her by the wrist, and Marcus is currently punching and headbutting himself in the corner. We've let Spurt out because it was mainly due to ease off my part.
Yeah, no,
I can't blame you.
So if you want to dive in, you do know the vibe, you know the drill. You gotta on wild shape and you gotta go in. I do think thematically it would have fit that you dove in.
Okay.
But if you don't want to, you don't have to.
So can Spud tell who's who?
Nobody can.
Nobody can. Okay.
Not at this time.
2 seconds. Ow, that hurts. Okay, good. Alright. So, yeah. Alright, he's gonna go ahead and, like, I'm gonna assume this all kind of happened, like, in a semi-instant, right? Like, bam, 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 like, everything kind of just happened.
Yeah, pretty much. Within like 10 seconds, everybody did something.
Okay. Is there another spurred?
Not yet. But if you dive in, things might change. Then you don't recognize the bodies in the water.
Okay. This is kind of. You know what? I feel like in character he would definitely just like, oh no, ah.
My grandbabies.
Yeah, basically he's like my kids, my boys, and my daughter.
So yeah,
he's gonna go in
then
there and kind of like nosedive almost, and then poof, like
I if some creative liberties are allowed, I feel more that Spud would be the kind to cannonball it.
Oh, I meant like as a bird, like he's gonna kind of nosedive and then poof out of wild shape.
Can ravens fly? Oh, ravens can dive. You're right. Yeah, sure. If you're gonna just dive on in as a bird, you're gonna literally missile drop into it. We're gonna say that this happens right before Marcus goes, as there is a. You can kind of hear whenever somebody jumps in the water, right? No matter how, you can kind of just hear it if it's within your vicinity. Everybody will hear something into the water. But Spud, you would notice that you feel what seems to be almost a net-like figure catch you. It doesn't feel. It feels rubbery, right? It's not like stringy like how rope usually is, right? Where it's got that tug. It's more bouncy. It's weird. But you notice that like as you kind of immediately stop your descent, right? You'll notice that the rubbery figure slowly and steadily then is kind of holding. You can see like the parts of your head, as you kind of feel mittens all of a sudden, and you see a Santa-like figure holding your head with these eerie blue eyes staring back at you, and its crooked smile.
Can he like as a reaction like use frostbite? Because that's really freaky.
Cannot.
Damn.
I'm going to explain a couple mechanics real quick, and then we'll get to Marcus's turn.
Okay,
so,
go ahead.
I've had everybody roll a d10, depending on stuff, but you are a very special case in that you're very old. How good do you think Spud is at holding his breath?
That's a good question. I genuinely don't know. Because, like, I don't know. I feel like he's, as old as he is, he's pretty spry. Like, he's able to keep up with all,
like I would say he's, like, energetic, but, like, holding back is different in that aspect, right?
Well,
like
it's, because it's all, like, cardio. It's all in, like, oh, how long can you hold your breath for? And it's, like, I don't know, I guess we'd have to look up, like, how long the average old person can hold their breath for.
Well, the average person we looked up is, like, 30 to 90.
Yeah, 30 to 90.
So if you want to go on the low end because you're older, right, we can 45.
That sounds about right.
Cool.
Like,
roll me a d10.
I was like, they wouldn't put him as like an Olympic swimmer, but I don't want to be like, oh no, he's immediately gonna drown. It's like, no, like, that wouldn't make much sense.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say you're immediately gonna drown. We're doing a thing here where like rounds matter, right? So you get very close. You basically almost get like the same time, right? That's a 54 second added onto your thing. I will keep track of how long you can hold your breath underwater.
Okay.
Orsic did not get the benefit of gaining additional stuff because he was surprised. So he actually lost time. you will gain time equal to how much you can already hold your breath because you prepared yourself when you dove in.
Mm.
So you will have like I believe it's like 96 seconds. It's looking like right now.
Oh yeah.
Cool. You'll then roll me initiative real quick, and then I'll put you in the turn order. As I will then also put Spurred. Well, no, not Evil Santa into the turn order.
All right.
Evil
Arch
Santa.
Spud.
We will get an Evil Santa, and then we will continue on.
Or dups. Spud backwards.
Dups.
Dupes. Dupes is crazy.
Or dupes.
Dupes makes sense though.
Damn, DM is rolling hot tonight, Ariel.
I know.
But Spud, you get some really funny images when you're in there after,
I want to
seeing yourself.
draw now.
You see Orsic fighting Orsic. You see Zed watching. You see Marcus fighting Marcus. You see Zed watching. You see Storm making out with Storm, and Zed's watching.
Clone Zed's turned the other way, blushing. He doesn't want to see that shit.
Clone Zed's got his eyes closed, looking the other way.
He's like, oh my god.
Like, did you
It's
skip me?
scandalous.
See, I imagine he's just. at
No,
first,
no. We didn't
God,
skip
oh
anybody's
my
turn,
God.
Marcus. We're just. I'm explaining to Spud what he sees. We're seeing that clone Zeds are everywhere, watching, except Storm making out with herself.
Which he's over here just like, oh my god, Storm, stop.
I mean, that's one way to to do your clone, right?
The clone is the one doing the kissing.
Oh,
They're the one who initiated it, and Storm didn't stop.
Storm was just like, all right.
Storm was more surprised that Storm took the initiative.
You know, it's good to know that you love yourself so much, Storm.
Right?
Isn't it? It's so nice to know.
Imagine trying to pay child support to yourself.
Oh no.
Joke's on you. Storm can't have kids.
All right, for memes, yes, Dups goes after regular Orsic in this, and Spud will go after Zed next turn, or next round, not this round. All right, we cool? Everybody good?
Here.
All right, bet. Marcus, it's your turn. God, this motherfucker headbutted you twice. What you gonna do?
Grab my sword. Actually, like use an athletic check again, and I'm gonna try to kick myself away from myself.
All right, so remember you roll with disadvantage. Hey, good shit. All right, let's see what I get. All right, you tear your sword away from him.
I'm gonna like kick him in the face as a way to get away from him.
All right, yeah, you'll push off of him. You'll get like 10 feet away as you slowly begin sinking.
I'm gonna try to get to the surface.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you can use swim speed to go up. You can get to the surface almost immediately.
And then I can still see the guy, right?
No, it's very murky under here.
I'm gonna take myself a really big breath, and I'm gonna see like I can try to Eldritch Blast him underwater.
All right.
What do I roll another D10 for?
No, we'll just
the
use
breath?
the same one from earlier. Your time will just reset though once you go up to the air. Get a breath.
Okay.
So
I
you
go
went back
on the-
up to 78. So
Right. I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast him.
all right, cool. Yep.
It's still disadvantage, of course, right?
Still disadvantage. It's very murky. You got to point at him. You got to make sure your arm doesn't move. I did not want to do that.
Right. Okay. 8, so I miss.
We will just miss. All right. Anything else?
Bonus action spells. I can do Thunderous Smite.
Yeah,
That means
that's a prep spell though. Like you don't, it doesn't do anything this turn.
all right. So I got that. That's it. At least there's
Alright, cool.
distance now.
If we're gonna move on to Zed, what to do, Zedward?
So can I perceive the mirror images of everyone else, or does it just look like everyone's like doing things to themselves?
Oh my
So,
god! The
Mr.
way you
Marine,
said
way.
it, man.
Mr. Marine biologist.
phrasing.
That was kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie. If you,
I mean, Storm over there.
you can make a an active perception check. I don't. Yours
Okay.
is like 16. I don't think it's high enough to notice.
Yeah, it's like 17.
It's actually like almost there. So yeah, just make me an active perception check, and if it's lower than your passive, we will discuss what you see.
Okay.
Okay, so you notice that it's getting slowly darker and murkier around your face. It's very difficult to see where it's either coming from or where or how it's spreading. But you will notice, however, that some of them are like the water is more obscured than the others.
Mhm.
So Orsic specifically and Storm, comedically with Storm, it does look like she's slowly censoring herself with this murky stuff. Orsic, it looks like two buff dudes stabbing each other, and the water is beginning to turn the color.
Mhm.
This obfuscation. It's turning this darker blue, this murkier, almost like what is this? What like it's kind of a inky is what I use. Inky blue. So what do?
Okay, I'm gonna swim towards Ors and try to help him out.
Cool. You have more than enough. Which or stuff?
Uh,
There is so we're gonna say there is one closer to where you dove in, and one
Mhm.
slightly further. Which one are you
Uh,
swimming towards?
the one closer.
Okay. What do?
He's gonna swim over by the Orsic closest, and then use. I'm gonna use primal savagery on the one across from it. So the one closest to me is attacked.
Oh, so you're swimming up to the one closest to the wall, and you're gonna swing on that one, or swing in the
No.
further one?
The furthest one. Sorry.
Okay, bet. All right, roll.
All right.
It's real Orsic.
I hope not.
So that was real Orsic.
No.
Oh!
And this is a
Oh,
spell. But you have a swim speed,
Ouch.
which specifically negates anything I'm trying to do here.
It's like imagine Ors just looks back at Zed and he has a really disappointed look to him.
Yeah,
Roll me
you
the
realize
damage,
it's the
buddy.
wrong Orsic as soon as Orsic looks at you.
And watch it be really, and of course it's
Jesus
such
Christ.
good damage. Holy shit! I'm
Or
sorry,
she takes-
Orsic.
Or you took 11 damage as Zed swings it.
That was 22.
No, she takes half damage.
Or takes half.
Takes
because
half.
the rage.
No,
Unless,
he
of course,
takes
for some
22
reason,
to the
primal
heart
savagery
as,
is psychic
it
damage.
feels. Emotional damage.
If there's any questions onto why Zed didn't have to advantage, Cloak with a Manta Ray really helps in this situation. It kind of gives them a stupid fast speed.
That's fair.
questions of me slashing at Orsic.
Is Kuma talking? Is she muted?
Well,
Or
you
she just mad at
good?
you?
I was muted, yeah.
She's like,
Fuck.
Very concerned.
I'm so concerned right now.
He's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't tell which one was you.
Again, could not tell the real one until it looked at him like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
well, you did swing on it, and you noticed that that's red blood.
it's just like, oh shit.
Oof.
It's I
The big oof.
I literally just saw Age of Ultron, so I'm just imagining that with Iron Man's like, I'm sorry.
So yeah, Zed, bonus action. Is there anything you want to do?
Well, now that I know this, now that I know furthest Orsic is real Orsic, I'll just
Well,
attack. I'll just use a spell on the one next to me, I guess, or not a spell, but I'll just attack it with a fucking legacy. And then of course, I hate this.
Oh, did you miss?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
What a day! What a day to be alive! What a fun time!
Well, that's all I could do. Sorry, Ors.
Yeah, Ors, your buddy just kind of tried to piece you up there, but you did see the regret in his eyes as he also then swung at the guy next to him. But
Well,
then
now
also
you
saw him.
can't make the same mistake twice, because, I mean, one's still bleeding.
True. But if that's everything, we go to Storm.
Alright.
Bud will get his turn next round. Storm.
Uh-huh. Am I gonna figure out what's going on with this kiss?
Give me a second here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This round. Okay, so the kiss is slowly getting better. You can. I said you find it at the end of your turn.
Yep.
So the
Okay.
question really becomes, you're a great kisser, dude.
I've had
It's
years of
what you
practice.
just discovered about yourself. You discovered this about yourself just now. You're a great kisser, dude.
It's like I had an idea based on, all of my partners, but this confirms it.
It was like I thought it was. I'm so glad it's me. Like,
Yeah, if only we all had Storm's problems right now.
it's just, damn, this is nice.
It's like, I might take this one home.
I may take this one home. It's crazy.
Well, Storm, what do you do? It's a really nice time all of it. You see that Zed went to go help in the corner of your eye. You kind of see Zed made his way towards Orth.
Mm-hmm.
A part of you is believing that, they're fine. What do?
Hold on, seeing what all I have.
It's all good.
Okay, nothing that I can see immediately that I can have, that's giving me any, sort of real plans. Okay.
Oh, this is so. Oh, this is so.
Are you saying this is so fucked or this is so funny?
This is so funny.
Cool.
Everybody else is gonna be scrapping, but something can happen here that's so funny.
Alright, let's see. I guess fuck it, let's go for it. We're gonna full throttle it.
You're gonna full throttle what?
What you
What
doing?
does that? What does that mean?
What do you mean by that?
Throttling?
what is happening here?
Elaborate.
So since the first storm is the one that initiated, we're gonna see where we can take this real quick and see how weird I can make it for the other storm.
Oh.
Storm said, "I want to make out with her sloppy."
She said tongue action. Okay.
I can still imagine what my Marcus and the other Marcus just stop and just turn whoop.
She's over here
Yeah,
like, I learned this from my Yunti friends. All right, hold on.
I imagine Clone Zed just covering his ears now, like water sounds.
Like,
I'm too young for this.
Or think over here is dying. You're just making out here in a
Like, is
Zed's
there
like, Grandpa, help.
is there a way to maybe not investigate, but figure out how the other storm is reacting to this?
Oh, insight check.
Mine is now in the gutters.
Insight check.
Insight check? Okay.
I don't want to be a spell anymore.
I was gonna say, is that
Not
with
a
or
disadvantage,
without?
baby.
Okay, not a disadvantage.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
You're a freak,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
If you're a freak, your clone's a freak, bro.
You're both freaks.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I mean, it was just an idea, you know? See, if I make
Yeah,
it weird enough for the other one, if they stop, then they're not real.
That's why you're a freak, bro. So are they.
Like,
A dirty 20 tells you they have no.
They have no qualms, okay. They're just like me, got it.
Anything else you want to do?
aside from yourself.
Aside from yourself, clearly.
Alright, since I'm getting into it, I'm probably holding their head. I want to inflict wounds again on their head.
Damn.
You
Kinky.
will. There's a moment you both share a glance.
Uh-huh.
You know, as you both are kind of thriving in the moment.
I'm so sorry, Zed.
Mhm.
Her gaze tells you, don't ruin the fun. We just got here.
Just get here.
Let's get it on.
There's no need to rush things. We can take our time nice and slow.
Oh shit.
I'm very curious why they want to take it nice and slow.
Because they're enjoying it. And you seem to be enjoying it.
Man.
And your friend seems to be okay. Your other friend went to go with them. It's just about you and them right now.
Freaking You by Jodeci plays.
Like bleeding and hurt and like, oh man, that was rough. And then Storm's gonna walk out limping for different reasons. She's gonna walk out and be like, pull me.
Be a little out of breath, be like, huh, that was an interesting reaction.
Like, I don't mind doing that again. Everyone's like, oh, right.
Marcus over here with a headache going, no.
Holy Holy shit.
Man, and because of fucking clone haptics, I'm gonna remember this shit.
Because of shadow clone rules.
You now have this memory.
Well, now you know. If anybody tries to doppelganger Storm, if they don't go full throttle at some point, it's not Storm.
Oh.
I'm still trying to figure out whether or not this is like a good ploy or a bad ploy on their part.
That is up to you, friend. They are enjoying the moment with you.
Just looking at you like, you want to get out of here? Like,
Yeah, that could happen. That's up to her.
Hmm. So, like, at this point, my time is just running down, right?
Not literally. Like you.
I mean,
every
like,
round
my
6 seconds, right?
airtime.
I will tell you. I've kept track of it. Don't worry. I will tell you what happened. You are not literally being punished for every second you.
No, I
It
get
is just,
that. I'm just, like, trying to figure out, like, in this action, is, like, the airtime still
I
decreasing?
mean, yeah, it'll decrease. Like
Okay.
naturally.
you know what though? You'll never lose at a never have I ever movie game. Like, it's like,
Never mind, I ever literally fucked myself. Store puts a
What
finger
was
down.
it?
The fuck?
Everybody turns their head. Explain.
So when we all went to water and Dolph, I
So
found
this one
beans.
time in dungeon,
You know, we went to go kill the vampire lord. Yeah, I was very hands-on.
yeah, this report going back to whoever we're gonna go report back to is gonna be wild.
It's been wild for the past 5 minutes. This shit's hilarious.
Um. Like, I still don't trust it. I know it's having a good time.
20 is pretty high.
What?
Kind of leaning towards it.
I
We
will
got an
see what
advantage in
happens
persuasion.
this round, and then we'll figure out what to do next round. So
All right.
I will stay in my actions, and I guess spirit weapon is just gonna hold its action.
Hell yeah.
probably looking at it like, can that thing turn into anything else? Or
No, it's these are funny things that could happen. That it's so fun, so nice. But cool. As your turn ends and as you steady the spirit weapons movements, a piece of you is, you know, like understanding. Oh, I mean, though this is nice, it feels like I've been here for a while. As you have 90 seconds
Mm-hmm.
left. I believe after you is Marcus that just got shot at. All right, cool. Marcus that just got shot at's going to swim at Marcus and attempt to drag him down. Marcus, you are going to roll a contested athletics check with me. You roll disadvantage.
Oh boy. So like 13.
Oh, they fucking suck. They're holding on to you. You are like, they're trying to, but you're kind of, you know, you're kicking as you're slowly sinking, but they're not adding any to you. They kind of attempt to grab you, slip past you, and kind of keep going.
Yeah.
To
be honest,
but,
I thought he and I would be distracted by the two storms over there.
Oh,
Maybe
easy
he
now,
got
Bucky. They're not-
distracted.
He ain't paying attention to that show. Only Zed got tickets to that one.
Poor Zed. I'm so
Fortunately.
sorry.
Unfortunately. But he will, as he misses grabbing you the first time, he will propel himself from the wall and attempt to attack you. Swang. You take 4 damage.
Ah,
As
shit.
he's going to attack you again, and he misses the second one. So you only took 4 damage. Alright.
Alright, I'm on 72. Okay, I can live with that. I will remember it.
I hope so. As we get to the second half of the main event. The Storm Clone. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, you've decided to ramp it up a level. She matches your freak. She will attempt to see if you match her freak as she continues to ramp it up a little.
I mean, probably, unfortunately, not the weirdest thing Storm's done.
So if you were going to match her
Really?
freak,
Emotional support cat too. Sure.
if you were going to attempt to match her freak,
Huh.
Uh-huh.
she will look at you, gaze into your eyes, and point upwards.
Okay.
It's like, no, it's like, listen, Kudo, no, we need you. We need your support.
In 18, she wants to take this up there. There's too much of a
my.
crowd here.
Like, up there where we just were?
Up there as in out of the water.
Okay.
She points up and is kind of waiting for an answer to be like, shall we take this up there?
I said we'll see where this goes this round, so I guess I'm following. I want to see what
Oh,
Clone
wow.
wants to do.
Don't want to get on your storm.
She will swim up there with you, and you have now gotten out of the water, like your head above the water. And as you both break out of the water, you still see a storm. She just has what is the word? Her scaleras are just bright blue. As she smiles at you and she kind of assists you to swim towards the shackled area. We're gonna say it with the prison cages.
Got it.
As she attempts
Okay.
to help you up. She attempts to help you
Oh,
up.
shit.
Uh-huh.
As she wants to continue the events out here.
Get on your storm.
Man.
At least Ned's not here for this one.
No, I'm disengaging clone, bruh.
He's like, my eyes, my brain.
It's like, all right, I'm out.
The rest of you hear a poof. As Storm, you're a little preoccupied at the moment. That's going to be her turn. As we go now to the Orsic that dodged Zed's attack and was like, "Hey, thanks, buddy," and he's now going to stab Orsic.
Oh no.
Motherfucker.
Not Orsic.
Oof, that is an 18. I can see that hits.
Okay.
That is 3 damage.
Okay.
That is 17. Then this is 4 damage. So a total of 7 damage this round.
Okay.
And now it is your turn.
All right. Well, guess what? I remember I still have in my fucking bag.
Rope.
What's up?
Say, remember how like way back when with the aboleth?
Oh, you got a potion of water breathing?
I sure do. So, gonna fucking.
So if you're gonna chug that is gonna be your action.
That's fine.
As potions are, you know.
Orsic is like, I
As-
prefer
as-
air.
As you chug this potion of water
Giving this
breathing,
dude a fucking middle finger the whole time. So I fuck you, I'm about to kick your ass.
you slowly begin to sink a little more, right? This is fourth round. You're like 20 feet down. It's slowly and steadily getting darker.
At least you can breathe now.
Neat.
As the light slowly begins to disappear from above you, you slowly and steadily, as you're chugging this potion, realize you don't give a shit. It's on, motherfucker. As you're no longer pressured by the air in your lungs slowly dissipating. It's, oh, you can breathe through your nose now. It seems water doesn't drown you out like it's supposed to. In fact, it almost seems like it has gill-esque properties around your neck as the water escapes. Bonus actions, anything else? You're probably just going to maintain rage, if anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
If nothing else, you don't got to worry about the time limit anymore.
I don't. I have a whole hour to breathe under
You
this
have
shit.
a whole hour. Congratulations. It's going to be way longer than the combat. I don't think, however, it's going to be as long as whatever Storm's doing.
Man, yeah, no, because like what after this, I would have had like
24 seconds.
yeah,
Second.
nah.
You would have had less than half a minute.
Yeah,
get
I
back
will
up to the
be
surface
so pissed
and
if
kill
this
this
is how
dude.
Orsic goes out.
Understandable. But it seems new people have joined the fray. A shadowy, Krampus-looking figure holding Grandpa
No Krampus.
with an evil smirk looks at Grandpa. Let's see, you're right next to him. What can he do? Oh my god.
Hmm.
Grandpa's got so many things he can do to himself.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. What's the funniest thing Poe do? Oh, that's evil. Do I want to do that?
Maybe.
Kind of do. I kind of do.
Does it involve Darla? That'd
No,
be evil as
it
shit.
involves fun things that people are able to do. Chat, in case you forgot, you don't recognize the bodies in the water, but Grandpa will recognize when a spell is used against him. Grandpa, I need you to make a con saving throw with disadvantage.
Con save? Alright.
Yes, please.
Damn. Ouch.
Hurry.
Hurt.
Dups, as we've called him, Shadow Gramps, swims around you and places his hand on you. As he fires off a thunder wave, the rest of you hearing this booming, crackling sound as Grandpa gets pushed 10 feet further and takes 24 damage.
Damn.
Don't worry, though. He didn't use your spell slot. He's just, but slightly weaker.
I thought you said Spud sunk down, like you sunk deeper.
Yeah, like you went 10 feet further down.
Okay,
Because he pushed you back.
gotcha.
Oh. No. You're right. Never mind. I thought it pushed you like more, but no, it's just 10 feet down. So currently we're gonna say you're roughly 15-ish feet underwater. As that is all Dubs can do. Marcus. What do? You hear booming. You saw Storm leave. Got out of the water. You shot yourself and missed. What do you want to do?
Right now I'm like currently struggling with the other one, right?
Yes, you were currently fighting yourself, and he attempted to drag you with him.
I'm gonna try to see if I can cut off one of his arms.
You can try.
I mean, I'm trying to think
Okay,
of.
roll me the attacks
I think
with disadvantage.
probably the best way is to wrestle him off me, and then go
Oh
for
no,
like
he's
slide.
so he's no longer on you. He kind of missed
Oh,
when he's trying to hold on to you. He rolled two nat
Oh.
ones.
what can I
So
do?
yeah,
What can I
he's
do?
not like on you.
If I do Thunderous Smite, does that mean I electrocute everyone in the water?
Well, that's a fun topic. You see, a Thunderous Smite is funny, right? It deals thunder damage, which in D&D is usually like sound projection damage. Normally, I don't think it really does much underwater, right? Like, granted, sound can move through water very like cleanly. This wouldn't have the same properties as like lightning bolt have, for instance. Like, it wouldn't spread. So no, thunder damage is thunder damage. It's not lightning damage.
All right. I'm gonna
Therefore,
try
it
to
would
do.
not spread.
Yeah.
So if you want to
Yeah.
thunder smite this guy, it would only hit this guy.
Yeah. I'm trying to do that. I'm gonna try to do that. Like go for maybe like a gut slash.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're going to. All right. So first, you cast the spell. Or do you want to use thunder smite first and foremost?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So
I
first, you
should-
cast the spell. Then you swing. So you're swinging with disadvantage.
Yeah. Sucks.
It do suck, but you are fighting in unfamiliar territory.
Does 18
Believe
hit?
it or not, though, that hits.
Yes.
And now I make a strength save. Cool. Yep, that's Blazing Veil Cutter, and then. Oh no! So you roll the you roll the 2d6, and then I roll stuff. Right? Cool, yeah. So roll 2 more d6 for Thunderous Smite.
Yeah.
Did good.
Got him?
Well, wait. Did you roll your Thunderous Smite damage?
Seven.
Okay, cool. Boom, 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 and then I make a strength save. Huzzah! He passes. He does not get flown back, but you did whack him with Thunderous Might. As you hear a boom, kind of, when you hit him.
Right. I mean, what else? I can go.
Yep, you have another one.
I'm gonna go in for another one.
Yep, go for it. The 14 will miss.
Shit. God damn
As
it.
that's your whole turn, we go to Zed. Zed, you learned, right? You done learned?
Yep. Yep.
The one furthest from you currently still right now is Orsic. He kind of let himself sink a little to chug.
All right. Okay, cool. So I will attack the one that isn't real or sick.
You will attack the other one. Go for
Please
it.
and thank you.
You know what? Nah, never mind.
Okay, so same deal. Primal savagery. And of course, you don't fucking work when I want to hit the fake Orsic.
No, only like real or sick.
Holy shit, that's funny.
Hold on. Yeah, like I get a fucking crit against fake or against real Orsic. That's insane. Okay, I can still do war magic. So,
Man, could you guys
yeah.
imagine if we did this during the Aboleth fight? That shit would have.
Oh my god.
But yeah, war.
Okay.
Did you do the war magic stuff?
Yeah, so I'm gonna attack. Do physical
Swag.
attack. Hmm. Uh, boar spear.
And that does it. Go for it. Damn. All right. Max damage. As you stab through this Orsic with your boar spear, you get him good, like right in the chest area. And as you kind of stick your spear through him and you take it out, he slowly dissolves from looking like Orsic. And instead, this blue, almost rubbery looking figure stands in front of you. As his gaze meets yours, as it looks like he's breathing heavily, yet he doesn't have a mouth. It's bizarre, almost, the way. What the fuck? Why doesn't this get posted? Hold on. I gotta do this the hard way. As this figure stands above, or not above you, but stands in front of you, floating,
Mm.
meeting your gaze with his lifeless eyes, he's breathing heavily.
Oh, ew.
It's true
Ugh.
figure. A doppelganger has been received.
Fucking doppelgangers.
Yes. It's a weird. They're funny.
All right. Well, that's the end of my turn.
All right. After your turn is. Oh shit! It's Grandpa. You just hit you with a thunder wave.
He almost
What
felt
do?
as a he for a split second. He almost felt sorry for that vampire.
For a split second,
For like
that
a
other
split,
vampire comes to mind and is like, "Damn,
like, is that what I did to him? That hurts.
that fucking hurt."
So, quick question. I have. So, how close would you say Spud is to like the wall of this pool?
Right now, you are very far. Well, we'll say you're like 10 feet away from the wall.
Okay, so it's doable. All right. So, hypothetically, if I were to
Uh-huh.
cast, if I were to cast, where are you? Where'd you go? You were right here. If I were to cast Spider Climb on Spud, would he still be able to climb that wall? Like, basically
Spider
walk along
climb.
it? Yeah.
Spider climb is funny.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know what it does.
Spider Spud. Spider Spud.
Yeah, because, like, it doesn't say that, like, being underwater, like, prevents it from being summoned or from being used.
True. I do believe this is up to a DM for interpretation kind of thing. And you know what? I like the idea. I do think, what is it? I believe it's like Slippers of Spider Silk should do the same thing where you can kind of attach yourself to the wall. So you know what? Fuck it. Go for it.
Like, walk, or not walk, but, like, swim to the wall and, yeah, cast Spider Climb on himself so he can basically, like, walk upwards
Yep.
underwater.
Sweet.
And he's gonna kind of, like, wave the, like, kind of, like, wave at the, doppelganger and just kind of, like, bring it on. It's like,
He's
bring
like,
it on,
come
old man.
on.
It's like, bring it on, old man. You're old. And let's see, and then as a bonus action, So I know we have the thing with the potions. Bud doesn't have a potion. Could he like take a bite out of a Darla cookie?
Yes,
Cool.
that will be your bonus action. I allow it.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and take.
What's the fraction for your cookie?
I think we agreed it was just like a regular like Gabby potion, but then yeah.
Let's see. Do you have the thing here?
So maybe it's in my notes somewhere. I said I could have sworn we had like a whole thing on it. Ally. Nope. Of course I didn't write it down because I'm a silly goose. So yeah, I want to say that we agreed that it was just like a normal potion.
I'm down.
All right.
It's a
let's
normal
see.
potions. It's like 2d4 or something like that.
Get rid of one of these cookies because he's gonna eat one, and he has
A
his...
regular potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2. We're going to say you take a chunk out of that, so we're going to say half. It's going to be 1d4 plus 1.
And then plus his
Plus your moonsicle,
yeah.
which is a
Moonsicle.
d4, I believe.
Yeah, the D4. Where are you, Moonsicle?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
it's a spell. Oh, wait. I said this doesn't matter.
yeah, it just adds another D4.
Yeah.
And
A
so
part of
what
me
do
was
we-
like, oh, but I said with spells. But then I was like, oh, wait, no. I strictly remember saying that, like, you get this anyways.
he's always holding on to it, so would it make sense? It's like, no, you're not holding it.
Well,
holding it.
no. So I believe it was because to do more. So I was like, yeah, go for it. Like, because right, it says a spell specifically, and like I remember telling you that I was like, I'm gonna change this because Bud makes snacks, and I like that it treats and heal people. Because you have the chef feed that does the same thing, and this should be additional to the chef feed.
Yee. So let's see. So that'll be 2D4s then, because the
Yes.
regular potion Moonsicle.
2d4 plus 1.
All right. Of course, the little thingy is blocking that other number. How much did I heal D&D?
It's all right. That's 6 heals.
Okay, 6. Gotcha.
All right. As that will end Grandpa's turn. Storm, you are in a bit of a steamy situation down here.
Yep.
The
Well, up
clanging of
there,
metals in the
that's-
background, the sound of war going on, and you have you.
Mm-hmm.
What do?
I'm gonna do something interesting because I don't think I've really gotten to succeed with it yet.
What's up?
I feel like that stock audio, that wow, 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 that plays on YouTube is going off.
Right?
So now that I'm out of the water, do I still have disadvantage?
On what?
Well, I guess whatever I'm gonna do.
You gotta tell me what you gotta do.
I want to do command.
Ooh, kinky.
Kinky.
That. Okay. You can attempt it.
Uh-huh.
What are you going to command it?
Get on your knees.
You're not wrong though, Em. Except I was gonna
What?
use the one word of submit.
I mean, as long as she consents, I suppose.
I
Right?
also-
Like, that doesn't feel
also
very
say-
consenting.
You could also say kneel.
No, she said submit.
She wants to submit.
She wants to be the top.
Let's go. Let's go, Storm.
You're going to. So, okay.
Uh-huh.
You will not have disadvantage if you
Okay.
want to do this. So, if you want to do this, go right ahead. Some things might happen.
Okay. They gotta make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-huh.
They have to beat an 18.
Sick. We're gonna roleplay out what happens.
Uh-huh.
So, what phrase specifically do you want to use?
The one word command would just be submit.
Okay, as you cast this, you kind of hold the Tamerlan by the hilt, and you kind of speak these words, right.
What a
Mhm.
shame we don't have fan artists. I mean, I'm just
God
saying,
damn.
it's like,
Y'all
shit, hold
are
on.
fan artists, guys. The players are our fan artists.
drawing this.
You know, it's like, shit, wait, hold on, she's got her sword and everything.
You would
Like,
notice that the spell doesn't go through.
Mhm.
However, she does what you want her,
Okay.
as she allows you to take control of the situation, kind of tumbling or switching positions with you in the sense where she kind of rolls with you, as in now you're kind of in a mounting position,
Okay.
as she allows herself. She's now giving you Nala Eye. That helps.
Lamau.
Yeah, I gotta keep track of Grandpa's time.
It was-
Grandpa now has.
Can you feel the love is playing in the background? It's like super muffled though, because it's like playing upstairs.
Tonight. Need its way. Alright, cool. That's Grandpa's. Alright. Anything else?
Currently I don't have any bonus actions that'll be of use right now. And I basically used my action to do the spell. Which the spell didn't go through, but I guess whatever.
I guess whatever she said.
I'm
She's
still
currently mounted
going with
herself.
plans. Plans were concocted, whether or not they're successful, well, we will see.
That's such a funny thing to have to explain after this fight.
The double
Whole fight's gonna be really funny to explain to anyone who's not like, you know, watching right now.
Yeah, who's not been here for the whole ride?
No, just in general, because sometimes like I'll like talk about like, you know, our sessions in other discords, and yeah, so it's gonna be like,
Out of
well, it's like our
context.
cleric, yeah, it's like our cleric
Romance
tried to hook
herself,
up with herself.
and not in the typical fashion.
Kind of wild.
Okay, so yeah, Storm herself has no more actions.
I mean, if that's everything, we can. Do you want to still use the weapon for anything?
I would like to use the weapon, yes.
Alright, what do you want to do?
The weapon basically, did the weapon stay down in the water or did it follow?
We can assume it followed you if you wanted.
I mean, it's also got like a 60-foot movement speed.
Oh, well, I mean, like, you know, just thematically, if you wanted to follow you, you can.
Yeah, we'll probably have that happen.
Okay.
Yeah, spirit weapon just gonna go whack. Regular roll, right? Or no?
No. She's going to try to nullize.
Uh-huh.
Me eyes.
So what do I gotta do about the Nala eyes?
That's a 25, baby. You gotta tell me. That's a 20. 25 is real fucking high, dude.
Like, what would I do to combat that?
Can you resist yourself? In this moment, in a somewhat kind of
Oh my fucking god! You know,
ideal ritualistic sense, there's battle going on in the background, and you have arguably the perfect partner yourself.
Arguably, yes. Storm would be able to resist herself.
In this situation,
Yeah.
I feel it's highly unlikely, given everything we know about Storm.
I'm not gonna lie, yes, she would take the initiative if, stuff like this would normally happen, yes. But Orsic was in trouble last she knew, and that is still kind of on her brain, regardless of what she is doing currently.
Damn, that's crazy to think about Orsic right now.
I feel like in Tiger are two wolves right now. Like one is just like, damn, I could really get laid, but oh, my friends are in trouble. Dang it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Storm's altruism would probably
It
come
can
through.
do this. She, as she gracefully touches your thigh, you get an image flash in your head of your friend Zed stabbing through what seemed to be Orsic, but then that Orsic dissolving into a doppelganger.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of see from the perspective of the doppelganger that when Zed stabbed through him, he lost concentration and kind of fell apart, while seeing Orsic being very mad, but he looks to be in a very kind of almost prosperous situation. Orsic does not look to be struggling in this image that she sees you. On the opposite, he looks like he's about to get his get back.
So she really wants you, and she's like, no, no, come on, baby. Like your friends are good. See, your friends are fine. Now come here.
See, if I had the ability
Said
to,
she's feeling romantical right now.
if I had the ability to, I was going to tie this one up and make sure they couldn't get away. I'm assuming we're in that room with the dungeons,
Pinky.
Yes.
and I was just gonna tie them to one of the bars and leave them there. And maybe they can tell us how to get the
Pinky.
fuck out of this goddamn room.
That is up to you, though. Situations have presented themselves. What do you want to do?
Honestly, she sounds like she'd be into it. I'd go ahead and go with that plan.
The tie them up plan.
The tie her
Tie
up plan.
her up.
Well, I don't know what this storm identifies as.
What does that have to do with anything? Just, I'm agreeing with your tying her up plan. Like, you should totally do it.
That is so fun. Also, I just looked at the time.
Mhm.
We're only going to go for the next half an hour because time restrictions and stuff.
Yeah.
That's usually as the latest we tend to go.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, if we haven't finished this, we will finish it next week, and then we will have more plans. Then, okay.
Okay.
Alrighty, gang.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Bet. So yeah, Storm, how convincing is she to you? Right?
I mean, she's very convincing on I want you to stay here.
She will raise her pinky and in a closed fist.
Storm is now
Kind of
confused.
holding it up, looking at you for you know what this is.
I know it's a pinky promise, but
made
she's
this.
confused why she's making the pinky promise. Because I'm assuming the doppelganger is reading Storm's mind, but is also not Storm can't go back and do that. So she's like, I don't understand why. I guess she's just gonna be like, why?
Oh, they can speak. Oh shit. It was just funnier for her not to speak.
No, that's fair. In the moment, she's just like,
Uh,
shh. We don't need words.
No. She was underwater. She was just like, it was just a fun time. She'll look at you and be like, she'll tell you like your voice, just like your friend is safe. The one you called Orsic is. It seems he breathes underwater now.
Why does fucking everything know my name?
Again, I assumed like mental hive mind thing was going on.
Probably, but it's just funny that like everything
Well,
seems to know.
so you
Orsic's
know,
name, which is
Kuma,
like, bruh.
this can cast detect thoughts,
Oh,
requiring
fun.
just for fun.
Gotcha. That's so funny, but
And
yeah.
she read Storm's mind to be like, she's really trying not to die, but she's also. Again, I'll explain what ended up happening after the fight. She's like, she'll look at you and be like, if your friend dies or is in trouble, you can take my life. If not, you can do whatever else you need. I would rather enjoy the moment we have as many times as possible.
She said, I don't know about you, but I can go all night long, baby. Let's go.
Oh, she knows exactly how long Storm can go, and she's going to match her freak.
Storm's gonna
She's
look
gonna be
at
until
look
the
at
room's
the
dead.
doppelganger. She's gonna look at the water. She's gonna look at the doppelganger. And look at the water. How do you know my name? I was reading the the chat. If this happens, does that take Storm out of the rotation?
If you wanted to. It will take both of you out of rotation. You and other Storm.
Let's see where this bargaining takes us after this.
It'll take you, Spirit Weapon, and other Storm out of the rotation.
Okay.
If that's where we go from here, it will be other Marcus's turn, who is currently getting his shit rocked, if I remember correctly. Let me see here. What were the rolls that Marcus fucking cleaved this dude shit with? It was a Jesus. Right. Yeah, so Marcus, you swung on this dude, got him with a decent gut slash. Like, you went through your own armor almost kind of very easily.
Scary.
As we see that he attempts to swing at you.
Oh boy.
Go get him, fake Marcus. Oh, that hit.
Oh
Go
shit.
get him again, fake Marcus. Well, that hit. You take 8 damage. As he will now attempt to drag you down with him.
God
So,
damn it.
me first, and then you roll contested athletics check. Disadvantage.
Mm.
It's alright, I rolled a 12, so you should be able to beat this one.
Nope.
Oh. Alright, so currently you are slowly being dragged down with him. That being said, other Storm's now out of the rotation, so we go to dying Orsic, who is no longer Orsic. He is Doppelganger. As he looks to you, Zed, and attempts to swing at you. I like using Orsic stuff.
It's fun, right?
I mean, just, using y'all shit was funny. He's going to swing at you with I believe that is 23. Cool. Oh, he has advantage. Alright. He hits Zed with a 23, and then Zed takes it. Okay. Huzzah. What the fuck? Zed, you take 6 damage.
Goes in.
Hey, that's not bad.
As he makes the second attack. He missed.
Yay!
He swung and he missed hard. As now we go to Orsic. Orsic, your descent is the only thing that terrifies you.
Okay. Can I like do anything about that?
We've discussed that you don't know how to swim, right?
He does not know how to swim now.
So we can do a few things here. We can
Mm-hmm.
you can either use, I believe you have what, 35 movement speed as you're like walking through.
Yeah.
What we could use is that we could get that to a
Oh, shit.
third. So you would have like 10 movement speed in this instance, or 12, but we're just gonna make it easier on us and say 10. Given that you don't know how to swim, so you're gonna like attempt to propel yourself forward and upward.
Okay.
You're roughly like 20 feet down right now, right? So good lord, you guys haven't even seen the bottom of this. As it's just a dark, murky mess. You can't see the bottom. Terrifying. So you can move 10 feet upward, like at a time.
Okay.
That's one of the things. Another one of the things is that if you would like to attempt some athletics checks to try to propel yourself sideways, trying to hit a wall, we're gonna say, yeah, you would roll me in athletics. You can breathe underwater, so it wouldn't be that bad. So it wouldn't be disadvantage because you have proposed advantage already.
Mhm.
So you would be a flat roll, or you can keep sinking.
I don't like sinking, so we're gonna try and propel ourselves up.
All right, cool. So you're gonna take the 10 feet option. All right, yeah. You're gonna do a penguin maneuver where you kind of like flap your hands and you go up as you see birds doing. You're just like, birds do this, right? Huh!
I've seen
As you
this
go
one.
upwards, and it works for a little bit. You're like, whoa, shit, hey, everything's closer. There's that motherfucker. As yeah, you are now within striking distance of Zed and other not Orsic.
Not Orsic's getting stabbed.
Not
Just
Orsic
row.
is getting stabbed indeed. Oh god. Fucking Bondi account here.
Right.
Alright. It is still disadvantage.
Do I get disadvantage still or no?
Yes. You are
Yeah.
struggling to be here.
Ah, well,
I mean,
okay.
19 still hits, so.
Neato, that is 12.
A 12 will, I believe, that kills this guy. It does.
Oh, does it? Hell yeah.
How do you want to do it?
Well, I'm gonna try and like propel myself like up towards its spear first.
As you slowly, steadily get yourself up there.
Like I am being propelled by pure fury.
Fury and
Pure
spite.
rage. By pure,
I
how
imagine
fucking
how
dare you
penguins
energy.
swim, but it's like Orsic in his
Yep.
pure rage.
And as you get there, you stab through him, and the light leaves his eyes. This inky, murky blood surrounds him. As he is now drooping at the edge of your javelin.
Ew.
As you stab through him. What do?
Try and keep moving up, but I guess that's my turn, so
I mean, you have other people. You have one. The two. Or two people.
Yeah, the other Zed, like, noped out of there.
There was no other Zed.
Now we got Deuce, and we got other Marcus.
yeah, but I don't think they're close enough to me, right? Like to
Not
do anything.
to stab.
Mm-hmm.
Your javelins have different properties.
They are very water dynamic.
Could I toss it and that works?
Yes, spearfishing is a thing.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, it's a thing, but like,
I feel like Orsic was great at
It-
spearfishing.
I've just been at like disadvantage and shit, so now I'm like, okay, can I? Okay,
Yeah, if you wish to throw your
yeah,
javelin at either of them, they are. I'm not gonna take away that because it's super aerodynamic, so it would also just kind of pierce through water really easily.
okay.
So yeah, you would throw. You would still be a disadvantage though,
Mm,
but you have weapon bond, so you could just call your shit back if you really wanted to.
true. Who's looking like they're getting their shit
Marcus,
wrecked the most? Marcus. Okay. Yeet. Well, sorry.
Did I
Yeah.
yeah, your
miss?
rage bonus is only damage.
Yeah.
It
I
will
don't think
miss.
that
It'll go
12 hits.
to. It'll miss. It'll swing. It'll past him.
No.
Just
Yeah,
looking
I'm
like
gonna
in
take it.
disappointment.
Okay, fuck you.
Actually, you know what? They're
Middle finger.
tussling right now. You could have hit either of them. You don't know.
You just
You were
flung it
kind of
at
hoping.
them.
You were kind of hoping. You know what it would be? You would see that one Marcus is hugging the other, kind of, and you aimed for the one hugging at him.
Mm.
You're like, not again. Shit, I missed. As that's going to be your turn. Dupes, Dubs got fucking taunted by Spud, and he said, "Bring it on, bitch! It's on." He said, "What? Hell nah."
He said, "Bring it on, old man."
Yeah, he said, "Run the fade." As he's going to fly to, or he's going to swim towards you, and oh, this is way scarier than it has any need to be. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh fuck yeah, no, this is funny as hell. So you know you're on the wall, right?
Yes.
So the grout in the wall, as you get further down, has algae that formed under it. Right, just due to time, deterioration, other things that water gets around. Life begins to form a little bit. You'll see Dups kind of fly up, and as he gets closer to you, he stops. As you can see, kind of, he points out of sight. And you can see what looks to be your magic, but inverted in a sense of, like, how you usually have a green with like a darker green out tone. He has a darker green with a lighter green aesthetic. As you see what looks to be these giant seaweed-esque things coming up and attempting to wrap around you, I'm going to give you a chance to dodge out of this. You are, we can say, acrobatics, athletics, whichever one you want to use to try to dodge these, as he casts plant growth.
Ha 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 ha. I have advantage on magically created plants.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So, crap. Unfortunately, athletics is. Would you say athletics or acrobatics?
Yes.
Ugh.
So you would be rolling at a flat roll, because
Ugh.
usually you have disadvantage because you're underwater.
I mean, that's better than
Oh wait, actually,
disadvantage.
hold on 2 seconds before I roll. I just realized I'm not using Spud's dice. I'm using Tulio's dice.
That was one of the things we made sure everybody else did. For our apologies.
It's okay. I didn't realize it till like my last roll, and then just now I was like, oh wait, shit, I should probably change this real quick. All right. Phew, okay, I'm gonna have to go with acrobatics. It's the only one with the +1. Come on, Spud. Nope. Fucking hell.
You are restrained by the plant.
Ugh. Okay.
But that is all Dubs can do. As it is now Marcus's turn. Marcus, you are being hugged. Would you like to not be hugged?
I do not like to be hugged right now.
Cool. Athletics checks. Get him off of you.
Please, 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 please. Yeah, it's a 10. Please, I'll take the
All right.
17. That's for disadvantage.
You
Does
get
that-
him off of you. Congratulations.
I'm gonna give him a good whack. Is that? Can I still do that?
With
that my
what?
whole roll?
Sword? Well, no. Like, what are you doing? Like, you swing with your sword? Are you punching him? Which one?
I'm gonna swing my sword into his head because, like,
Alright,
you
cool.
don't do.
You can
not
swing
have
with
my consent.
disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay, that was a dirty 20.
That's a nat 20, but
31. I'm sad. Sad that this is disadvantage. I'm really sad.
it's alright. A 16 still hits. That's a 16. God fucking damn. You were still concentrating on your... So, you can...
What? I can what?
Your Thunderous Smite, right?
Oh, yeah.
This
Thunder
lasts for a
Smite.
minute. So, you can roll the extra damage.
8.
That's enough.
24.
How you want to do it?
Just like shake him off, like really like kicking him off, and then I take my sword and I go straight into the skull.
Cool. So yeah, as you stab straight into the skull with your greatsword, somehow, my bad, getting Dub's HP again. As you stab your greatsword through him, he slowly and steadily, you can see, dematerializing into this grotesque figure that you see in the chat. As the light left his eyes, and he too, the inky blood coming from his head, begins to splurt out, slowly and steadily dripping. As yeah, this dude's dead.
Yeah, definitely gonna go up to the surface for another puff of air, and then I'm gonna go to Spud's rescue.
You sure you
All
want
right,
to
cool.
do that,
So
my
we-
guy?
Well, he has a swimming speed, so
I
you
understand that,
would
but there
get
were other
close.
reasons.
You would get close. You're not. Yeah, you'd be like above them, but like 10 feet above them, kind of thing. That's where you can end your turn. And you reset yourself. Grandpa reset to 2. Grandpa here. Alright, cool. That's Marcus's turn. I believe next is Zed. Zed, other Orsic is dead. If we have the Zed in the room with us.
Yeah.
Cool. So other Orsic is dead. Grandpa is currently being tied up by evil Grandpa. There's a clear distinction on which one's the real one. You know, Grandpa's kind of tied up with a giant seaweed-looking plant.
Mm-hmm.
What do?
I guess I'll attack fake grandpa.
Swang.
All right. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah.
Let's go.
Right. Well, this. All right, that's 6 damage. Anything else?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use real more.
All right, bet. Go for it. That goes through. God damn, you fucking up evil Grandpa. All right, yep. Anything else? If not, we
No.
move to Spud. All right, Spud, what do?
All right, you said
You
he's
are
like,
currently wrapped up. What do you want to do?
okay, he's restrained, yeah.
Yes.
would I be able to use frostbite on the plants to break out of them?
How big is Frost?
Excuse me.
These two tabs.
I'm not sure. It just says that it has a range, but like,
True. Let's see. So numbing the
yeah, like there's a con save, but I don't know if plants could.
No,
hit con
it would
save.
just auto fail. Yeah, so like sometimes structures have saves, like they have natural saves, but that's kind of
Yeah.
fucking dumb. Or I don't agree with the rule is what I'm supposed to say as a DM.
It's like they're dumb. I mean, I don't agree with that.
Just the PR work right there, right? Like I
Yeah.
don't. So if you want to use frostbite on this, I would allow it. What is it? It's a level. It's 2d6 right now, right? Because
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
yeah. Roll me the damage.
I believe it's 9.
9 damage would free, or it would freeze at least the most of it in your immediate vicinity. Kind of, it would. Okay, we can picture this that you're kind of almost crucified by these plants, right? And as you kind of you cast frostbite, kind of pointing at the seaweed wraps around your arm specifically. That rides around to freeing your arm and freeing your torso with 9 damage, as you can kind of break it pretty easily. I would say that's most of it, as it kind of frees your. What's Spud's dominant hand casting?
His right hand.
Cool. So he would free his right arm and majority of your kind of the.
Yeah, and does he see like the other grandkids showing up?
Yes, you 100% see Zed immediately. Marcus is coming down. Orsic is finding his way up.
Yeah, he's just gonna kind of like look at Dupes there, and he's gonna give him like the cheekiest like grin, just like hey, like kind of like a almost like a I know something you don't, or
Just,
like you're
you
gonna
about to
get
get
it,
fucked up.
you're gonna get it. And let's see.
You want to finish your cookie?
Yeah, might as well because I have my free hand, right?
Yep.
So let's do the 2d4s.
2d4 plus 1.
6. Yeah.
Nice. All right, I believe that brings us back up to. Yep. Because other Marcus is dead. All right, Ors, how you doing this? You still propelling upwards, trying to decide this time?
I mean, I can breathe underwater, so there's not that whole like, oh
You,
fuck.
you are not in fear any longer. In fact, you are now arguably the.
Pretty chill. Well, as chill as I can be when I'm pissed off.
I don't know. I
It's
think
like
you'd still
it's
be sad seeing
still
Grandpa almost crucified against the wall.
yeah, it's still evil Spud, right? So
Yes.
neat, and I can tell which one it is, right?
One is against the wall that just freed himself. So yes, you can. There's very easily tell which one's the real one.
Yeah, yeet. Oh boy. Well,
That one goes for Miles. Second attack.
second attack. Here we go. God damn it, Orsic.
Orsic does not want to hit any of it. Iterate. Beautiful.
It's like, I'm getting used to this water thing.
Slowly and steadily, you're learning how to swim here. You kind of got thrown in.
The
It's the best
If
way to
nothing
learn.
okay, it's my turn.
we go to Dups. We're gonna play out this last round of combat, and then we'll probably call it there. Okay. Cool. So
Ooh.
Dups will do fucking what, dude? Well, Zed showed up, so third level Thunderwave. Zed, if you can make me a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Ooh.
Ooh, not enough, big dog.
Uh.
Evil Grandpa will blast you backwards. You propel 10 feet back, and you take 11 damage.
Oof. Okay.
Oh, wait, Marcus, you were diving close to them. You also
Yeah.
make me a con save.
Constitution. And
You also take 11 damage. And you get
Son of
propelled
a-
out of the water,
which direction?
upwards. And then you fall back
Like
in the
just
water.
like
You don't take damage. It's kind of a thing, right, where like an explosion happened under, right? You, on top of it, it propelled you outwards, so you went up, and then you kind of just fell back down because it didn't hit you at an angle, as you were right above him. All right, and then that would be Dub's turn. Marcus, it's your turn. As you slowly descend on top of this evil grandpa.
I'm pretty pissed off at, and so I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the motherfucker.
All right, go ahead, try it.
It's still disadvantage, right?
Yes.
I'll take that.
You hit him. Why are you? Why is it only doing one? Hold on. Where's your Eldritch Blast features? Okay, cool. So you fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at a time because you're level 10 now. Or no, you're level 9. My bad. After this encounter. No, not after this. After this area, maybe. You're shooting the same target, so I would say just roll damage again. Normally, you're supposed to roll like every single Eldritch Blast, so you shoot 2 at a time, so you would roll 4 times technically.
4.
So yeah, roll another Eldritch Blast. Cool. So then that's no, it's just the 12 damage. So
Okay.
12 damage is on. As this grandpa's slowly starting to get fucked up. I'm sorry, Al. We're almost done. After Marcus, because I don't assume bonus actions. Zed, last turn. What you doing? If the Zed's in the room with us,
I am. I'm.
you're good. I'm just messing with you, bro. This evil grandpa is looking fucked up. So if you could swing, try to get him, now would be the time.
All right. Let's do it. Oh, eels.
Eels.
You tried, buddy. You tried.
It's okay. I can attack one more time.
That goes through.
Yes. Okay.
That's an extra 5 damage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Spud, you get the last turn here. What do you want to do? Do you want to... Your grandkids are doing a solid job, but this guy's just a little elusive.
He's gonna go ahead and use Thorn Whip.
Oh, shit.
And if it hits, or
Okay, the dragon towards you?
no, dragon towards the other wall.
You know, that's fair.
So let's go. Does that match it? Yeah.
Now, this... so, the rule of cool here is that, let's see, nobody's rolled between that, right? Yeah. This takes your AC, and if it matches, it should fail. But I believe you have a... Oh, you have a 14, yeah. So this would go through, yeah.
Alright.
As you slowly and steadily drag him towards the other wall, but he is struggling and is still alive. Alrighty, chat. That means next time we will finish up trying to kill evil grandpa.
It's like, how dare you?
Woo!
That being said, good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Especially you, Storm. You got lucky.
Especially you, Storm. You had a quite the interesting partner.
Like, can I
Alright.
keep her?
I'm hoping we can use her as a guide after this.
We shall see. That being said, this is
Oh my
everything we
God.
have time for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Does
Is
next
this
week
how we're
still
gonna
work
get
for
a double
everybody?
gainer
The
join this
14th?
Yes.
game?
I think that sounds fine,
Cool.
yeah.
Works for me.
14th works for everybody who can be here. Kate, if you can't, we get it. Don't worry about it. I got you, bro. That being said, any questions, comments, concerns? If not, the night is yours.
Yeah.
Like, I am just so glad I didn't drown, because, man, it was getting,
Getting close
Getting
there.
pretty scary. It was getting pretty
it was
scary.
getting scary. I probably would have been, like, super pissed if, like, that's how Orsic died. But, like, for real. Yeah.
I mean, actually, I was considering using Thorn Whip to bring you up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like you probably would have taken damage, but like you wouldn't be
100%.
drowning.
I feel like Orsic would have appreciated that.
Yeah.
And then if Orsic had drowned on the way up, Storm would have just revived him.
Oh, man.
little mouth to mouth.
Oh no, I have Spare the Dying. Like if he's dead, it's just like a touch and we're good.
Well, not all of us are game mouth to mouth to certain.
I don't think Orsic would appreciate
Oh, my
that.
goodness. No.
That'd
That'd be a weird one.
Like, actually, fun fact, really quick, while we're live, do not do mouth to mouth when you do CPR, please. It runs a risk of infection and what's the word, pneumonia to the person that drowned. So don't do that.
Oh, shit.
They do recommend like putting something between you and the person.
Yeah, no, don't do it. Like,
Especially if they spit up water, yeah.
yeah, no, especially if, specifically if they drown or not drown, but like if they were underwater, you're really not supposed to do mouth to mouth anymore because of that. Like all that water that comes back up goes into your lungs when you cough, and it can cause really bad infections and also potentially give you pneumonia. It's really bad.
Pneumonia not fun.
Pneumonia
That really sucks.
Do not recommend. 0 stars.
Yeah, actually, it's like one of the few really useful things I learned when I was in university is my professor recommended a CPR like class, and he was like, "Yeah, don't do that." And I was like, "What?" And he explained everything. I was like, "Oh shit, that actually
Nice.
makes a lot of sense. Damn, that's crazy."
Well, today we learned
Yeah, just the compressions.
Thank
we
you for
learned
coming
about
to our TED Talk.
CPR. We learned Storm's a freak.
I don't think you needed to learn that. I feel like that was just given.
I feel like it was reiterated.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to like know of it, right? It's another thing to see.
It's
it.
another thing to witness.
Technically, I think Zed's the only one that actually witnessed it.
I mean, at some point we're all gonna go up and see what happened.
We're all gonna get fucking.
I mean, y'all are all probably gonna see like there is another doppelganger still there that's not dead, and I'm gonna have to like convince you guys to not kill this one. Potentially.
So my point still stands. We're gonna go up to the surface and fucking see what you've been up to.
Yeah, I like to think that the reason why the doppelganger was so into it is because like they've probably gotten just like their usual dude adventures, and then she just wasn't into them, and then here comes Storm, this fucking unit of a woman. It's just like, ah, shit, like I like that one. This one kind of dips.
I'm assuming like the doppelgangers just read all of our minds is like this one seems reasonable.
I cannot wait to see her reasoning for why she, just decided like, man, we're making fuck fighting. Cannot wait to hear this, or this bit of.
I mean, I can
story.
explain the reasoning for like wanting to wait the round to see what happened.
I mean, I
I'm
can
talking
explain
about
it if
you.
you
I'm
guys
talking
want.
about the doppelganger.
I can explain it right now if you guys want.
Oh, I'm.
Oh, please
Oh,
do, I'm all ears.
please.
What happened was originally all of them were going to try to kill you, kind of take your, live your lives and shit. But the moment storms touched Storm, they took on their personality, right? They read their thoughts and kind of, how to become said person, and was immediately attracted to Storm. And through all the reason of killing her, because why would she? This is equally as hot of a person, and was like, if I had this opportunity, i.e., if Storm had this opportunity, she'd go for it. And so was 100% down to just making out with her because she no longer wanted to fight. She immediately lost the will to fight the moment she became Storm.
That actually checks out. Like, we've been in this cave for how many weeks now?
It was like this person did not understand. Like at one point in time, it's like I would like to think that they didn't think about sex at all.
Mm-hmm.
But that interacting with Storm specifically, you and your church or religion and stuff,
Her open
and then
promiscuity.
seeing yourself being like, oh, hey, oh shit, yeah, she immediately didn't want to fight her anymore. Originally, it was supposed to be like, oh, she would femme fatale her way up, but then, well, Storm's a good kisser.
One thing led to another.
And now we might have a guide. You're welcome.
Oh my god.
Chad, this is also what's called self-cest.
Yeah. It's crazy. Man, we're gonna have such great conversations after this storm.
No, that's fair.
It's like, what were you doing?
There's-
So
It's like, so hear me out. We listen, but we don't judge.
it's like, no, I'm listening and I'm judging.
Immediately judging.
You what and what and what?
I'm listening, judging, calling you a freak, pointing, screaming, crying.
Definitely gonna tease you about it in the future.
That's fine.
Like, I was going to fight for my life.
It's like, is it cheating if it's yourself?
I don't think so.
I think if we're getting technical, it's masturbation, but
No, because it's not her. It's a doppelganger disguised as her.
Oh, I guess then it actually is cheating because it's literally a doppelganger that just suddenly took on your personality.
And features.
I'm getting into semantics.
Exactly. See, if she
Does
was
it
like,
does it think that she's Storm?
Like her as a person, as an individual, no. She understands
Okay.
that she's a copy of Storm,
Uh-huh.
but it's more that
Like she's just into Storm.
she's into what's happening right now.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's like, I'd
So-
rather be doing this than dying.
That's fair logic.
Yes, then I think that does count as cheating. I don't know, Patrick might be into it. You might be fine.
I'm pretty sure he would be perfectly fine with 2 storms.
I think you'd also just be fine with Storm talking to him, so. I'm
mean,
being
like,
honest.
Storm will probably
I mean,
send a
like
letter
the
as soon as she
guy,
gets out of this fucking cave.
Like, don't be mad.
I feel like Patrick's already, like, kind of going a little, like, not necessarily crazy, but he's probably definitely worried since he probably hasn't heard from Storm in a while.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
We've been down here for so long.
Well, alright, chat. Yeah, that was it. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.
Not everybody.
It's been one crazy night. Like,
I wanna feel alive, feel the blood inside my veins. I wanna slow the time, will you slow it down with me? I think I need to find what it means to be okay. It's broken by design, can't live life without some pain, yeah. And I know I'll keep running, no, I'll be something you won't see me coming. I grow, I keep punching, I grow, I keep hunting. No, I need nothing, supposed to be something so close to me. Cause I don't know if I'm alone, if I'm unknown, but I won't go, no I won't go. You ain't never gonna slow me down, cause I feel alive now. Cause I feel alive now.